In this town, we just click the button and then it goes.
We're already live.
Yeah,
Oh my
booby
God.
trapped everyone. Nobody thought. Irene's stealing all of our viewers too, but she should be over here in a little bit.
She's about to donate many viewers to
Yes.
you.
She's been collecting viewers so that she can feed them to me like I'm the Cyclops. And the viewers
Yeah, what is that when she's distributing the viewers evenly? You know.
Yeah, the redistributing of.
Yeah, she should
she's
raid.
Yeah,
like
that's
Tommy.
She should raid a stream for all of our channels at the same time. She should.
Yeah. No more rugged individualism. Collectivism is the new way forward.
Yeah, redistribution.
It's worked
Viewers.
really well for some countries for thousands of years.
Yeah.
How well?
This new experiment in individualism is going very well.
Actually, yeah, that confuses me because whatever we're trying, it's not exactly working that good. So we can try the other thing. I don't care. True epignosis, Alex VRB. How's it going, fellas? You guys, I'm going to screen share really fast. Oh, check out what I got. This is cool. Hold on. So,
What'd you get?
Happy New Year and
now-
Merry Christmas to the chat, by the way. Is that the timer until New Year's?
Now, whenever you guys start talking, I can just start the timer.
Is this for how is your week timer? You're like 5 minutes only.
How is your week? How is the progress on your books going?
Yeah.
All of it.
Especially today because I have a big presentation and it's fun.
Ooh, that's exciting.
But yeah, for me, I get infinite time. Just kidding. I don't know.
What's up?
Well, no. How should we quota the timeout? Because I'm down for having to beat the clock. I could give us a lesson of being concise. What are the topics we get to personally talk about?
Well, it
is
can
our
be-
week and our project two different things?
Yeah, but I think projects might be later, like after
Okay.
the halftime.
Yeah.
And week is in the beginning, 5 minutes each. And this is only on we've talked about this, but one of the nice things about the show is each host can kind of like flavor the show to their taste. And the show can be slightly different depending on who's hosting. When I'm hosting, I run a tight ship. And yeah. But check this out. I saw this this I have a few tweets. We'll do in the nuggets real fast. 11 people watching. How's it going, everyone? I wonder if Irene already gave us some viewers.
She didn't. She's actually shilling our books for us.
She saw the timer and was like, you know what? How about I take as much time as I want over here?
Yeah. So this tweet, it says, yeah, you can totally tell this is a masterpiece just from one screenshot, right? Didn't you guys know this game?
Yeah, Shenmue.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I agree, but and I never played Shenmue, so I don't even have nostalgia, but I still have some level of nostalgia. But this concept is interesting to me. That idea, like, one screenshot is all you get, and you have to, like, what can you tell? Like, from one screenshot, you can tell kind of a lot. You can tell kind of the budget maybe that's a bigger production.
Well, it was in the pet. Yeah, it was probably good budget, but apparently this. I don't know how big the game is, but I know it's just a very detailed. You're like investigating stuff. I don't know if you have a dead relative, but you're trying to solve the mystery.
Yeah. They say my mic is quiet. Hold on.
Or Jake's gain is too high.
You know what? My mic might not be plugged in. 1 second here.
And how can we hear you?
How are you? I think we're actually hearing him through his headphone mic.
Phil, how was your week? Well, he can't hear you.
It was fine.
Okay, is that better?
It is a bit better. Yeah.
Okay. But then I go here and it's bad again. But yeah, if I'm here.
You got to put your microphone in your mouth.
I hate that. That's why this mic kind of stinks. This is the one Phil told me to get too. Phil, you betrayed me.
It's good. Look at mine's in front of my face, but outside of the camera, so you can't even see it. I'm talking directly into it.
Yeah. How is that? So if I'm talking directly into it right now, is that good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go like this, now it's not good. Probably.
Nah, it's still good because it's pretty loud. So
can you put the microphone in front of where you would like to talk at?
Sort of. But then it is kind of blocking my screen. It is like what I just need a gamer thing where it attaches to your like this.
I bet that would sound absolutely terrible, but you should do it.
You can get one of those that might be like better. Whoa, it says we have 55 people watching. Did Irene?
Hey!
That's the raid.
She really did rate us a bunch. Thanks everyone for being here. What's up? We're talking about Shenmue. We're talking about this idea that if you can spot a quality from just the tiniest little sample. And
This,
I
this
think
is
this,
interesting too, because I like what is that? A dog in the street?
yeah,
You can. I think you can name the dog, or you can like the dog's sick, and some girl is like looking after it because she's getting bullied, and then you might be able to name it. But if you say the wrong thing, you can't name it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate when I get bullied so much that I have to look after a dog.
Is that what happened to get your a real dog in
Yeah.
real life?
Yeah, I was bullied into it.
No,
Oh, that's funny.
Shenmue's the kind of game that I would have wanted to make when I did make a game and it wasn't Shenmue, but when you're younger, you just want to make a world with characters and you want to like, oh, just go around and stuff happens. You know what I mean? Like
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing now. That's what we do.
in real
It makes
life.
me curious about the plot of Shenmue a little bit. But yeah, I like his jacket. It's got style. Like this game has good art direction, good style, good graphics. That's kind of all you can really tell. And you could get tricked. Like you could maybe there's some game that has a really cool screenshot, and then you're like, oh, that game actually was lame. But yeah, Shenmue is a classic, and it's fun that just one glimpse. I think that can kind of apply to like our comics. Could be one way to measure to try and achieve.
Yeah,
for
one
this is like-
panel. Like,
Yeah,
what
this
would
is like
be
a
the
New
one
Year's-
panel.
A New Year's resolution, yeah, it's like the DNA of everything you're trying to do should exist in every single panel so that people can just look at one page. That is like what editors say, they're like, I can just look at one page and I can tell if, the artist is ready or whatever. And they're looking at weird things that not everyone would see, but yeah, like the storytelling, the perspective, blah, 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 blah.
Or that's like an iconic line of dialogue or narration, that sticks out in a story.
Yeah. Yeah. And Rob Liefeld, he said you want to put pages in where if someone flips through the floppy on the shelf, that they'll buy it once they flip through it. So
Okay. Yeah, it's called Flip Factor. That was one of the names I had in my head for the new creative block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a skateboarding YouTube channel. Basically.
Well, yes, Phil. It's a game show where you have to flip over tiles, and if you flip over the wrong tile, you fucking get killed.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say Flip Factor is good. What if can it be?
Actually.
it exists.
Can it be somersault ingredient? Maybe. You can just
That's the name.
downgrade it. Yeah. Irene, what's up? Merry Christmas / Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, Jewsmas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a Hanukkian.
In a way, Christmas is Jewsmas.
Irene, we can't hear you, by the way, I don't think, unless you're just sitting there quietly.
She's making faces.
She never sits there quietly, so you know something's up. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe she's chugging her drink, and
My
that would be why
cocoon.
she's shutting up.
is shut off.
I still
Yeah, I love
Okay,
panel
I'm gonna-
busters. Alex is right.
Panel breakers. It's the
Busters.
best one. Look, it's gonna. I've just got to do some logos, guys, and then it's all gonna come together. Although, Camel, why did you choose the @Camel Club Club Camel? Okay, I thought
What's
it was
up, Camel?
I thought it was Camel Club. He says
Yo.
just for the new show, creator owned comics block, Cock Block for short. That name was shut down right at the beginning. There was one episode on my channel where I called it Cock Block.
Yeah.
Does
I
anybody
know.
else miss Camel?
Yeah. Where is he?
Jake, you're supposed to say yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Did
I reached out to him.
It
and
was
he says he's lettering.
I hung
what,
out.
what does it say?
You know when you guys after the show are like, Camel has been sending me DMs all week saying when the show ends, you better let me hang out. And then
Irene, how come? Wait,
Can
sorry.
you hear me now?
Oh, it is working. Yeah.
Holy
Okay,
fuck
continue,
shit.
Jake. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Okay.
you off.
And then we go, let's just go to sleep as soon as possible so that doesn't happen. Last week, I hung out with Camel after everyone went to bed.
What?
I think it was last week. No, it wasn't
No, it was
last
2
week.
weeks
That was
ago.
What are you guys doing all the time? You're always hanging out in real
just
life.
jerking off and filming it.
You
Didn't
guys
really
are
need
always
to know.
driving
Yeah,
places.
bro, do you want to jerk off together on StreamYards and record it? That'll be
Wait,
so
is this?
fun.
I thought you went to. Get,
That's what I
wait. I thought you told me you went to go get coffee, Jake. Was it that time?
No, it was the week after that. It was.
Was it the week after that?
Oh god, get ever behind the scenes.
I don't remember that.
No, I hung out. I told him about all the barcode stuff. You too? Yeah.
Wait, what about? So what is that? It's like strangeness makes the heart grow fonder or something like that. What is that? What am I saying here? The absence.
Absence makes the
Absinthe.
heart grow fonder.
The
Yes.
absinthe makes the heart grow fonder, but I don't drink.
The abscess makes the heart grow larger.
Oh, the abscess. Yeah.
Oh
that's right.
God.
Here,
Now you're like, oh, I miss my best friend, New Camel, so much.
Irene, we're warming up with a
get
nugget
over
real
it.
fast. We're doing
Okay.
screenshots of old games that just from one screenshot you can tell that the game is awesome. Here's one too. Do you guys see this? Look how cool this is.
You can tell it's a
That's sweet.
Japanese game. Climbing up that ladder, fixed camera. As soon as you get to the top, it'll switch to a different.
Yeah.
I hope the
And it's just
ladder
like
never,
airships, dude on a ladder on an airship, giant
I hope
cannons.
the ladder never ends and it just keeps going up or down.
Snake Eater.
Yeah.
No one got that reference.
I don't get the reference.
Here, this is the other one I want to show you. Italian researchers have created a vine-like robot that grows by 3D printing itself and responds to gravity and light. So here, what's funny about this is I was like, oh, this is one sign of the beginning of the end. This is like that comic. What's the one? Blame. You know, Blame. Like when they end up with that giant city that builds itself, and to build itself, it would have to have resources, so it has to quote unquote eat. And yeah, it would like eat humans. It would eat just anything in front of it. It's shitting out like this plastic as it moves.
This
You know,
Wait,
was
is this
very
thing-
disturbing.
Is that what's happening? Is this thing grinding the dirt and then making a filament behind it?
I think
yeah.
it's trailing a filament through
This is
itself. I think
terrifying.
it's
This
a-
looks like some horror monster out of
Oh,
Berserk
yeah,
in
yeah.
bright
Oh, it's
colors.
a hollow tube, and it's like
Yeah, I know what you mean now. But that is the next step. Like it's going to eat dirt and then condense it down into
no,
Yeah.
Phil. It's gonna be a war-based Boston Dynamics dog, and it eats the dead bodies of the enemy soldiers it kills, and turns them
Yeah.
into some kind of
bullets.
Metal Gear Solid nanomachine gloop.
That's pretty
TC
awesome.
said it. TC said it. Nobody else wanted to. Dickbot 5000. That's
oh
right.
my goodness. TC. Um,
That's what we were all
Okay, we can do
awesome.
weeks. Irene, do you want to go first? Start. Go.
Oh,
You have 5
sure.
minutes.
Oh,
When the
damn,
timer
I didn't
runs out,
know. Silly me.
You have to be quiet.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I forgot to show the art from my last stream. I guess I'll do it now.
No,
because
no. We're doing that later. We're doing it in 2 separate sections of 5 minutes.
Ah,
No projects allowed. It's non-project based weak information.
Okay, wait. Irene did miss the beginning, so I'll let Jake go, and then
Yeah,
Irene,
show
you
her
can
how it's
learn from
done,
watching
Jake.
Jake.
It has been a wonderful Christmas. Ever since coming back to England, I have been depressed as fuck. I'm having like the worst time of my life. No,
that sounds great.
It's not that bad. But yeah, it's been
Damn.
Christmas. It's been great. I actually had a very small Christmas with a small set of family, not the extended set of family where it gets a little bit chaotic. I had a very special gift for Christmas. You get a guess. Pat, you get a guess. Phil, you get a guess.
Wait,
Is it
what you got
those-
for Christmas?
What I got for Christmas? Big present.
Those stupid St. Michael coins?
I don't think I get to guess because I
Socks.
think I know.
You don't get to guess, Irene.
Is it
I don't
a
get to
giant St. Michael coin?
A
Okay,
little
Put
scooter.
under your bed?
I already have the scooter
Oh, okay.
in the
That's
past.
cool.
No, look, I got a Nintendo Switch 2.
Very
Oh, two?
Nice. That's legit. It's big.
Yeah, look
fun.
how dirty the screen is. No screen protector. I'm raw dogging it everywhere I go.
Oh my god, please
Let's
be
look-
careful.
Let's look at those bright lights. And I have the dock right here. Yeah, I got the world's biggest raptor coin for Christmas. I couldn't be happier. I can plug it
Amazing.
in right here. Fucking upside down. Just get in the dock.
So
Come
much
on.
for being careful.
Come on. It's upside down. Can I pause my time?
No.
Eee.
Sure. Just for a second.
Can't believe Pear's timing us.
It's a new thing.
Damn.
But I can actually bring it up live. On
Okay, I'm hitting play again. You got 5 seconds paused because I'm gracious.
I have a lump on my hand now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've lost strength in my wrist.
From gaming too much?
No, I have a lump right here. It's like a
Is it a ganglion cyst? Have you heard of those?
I don't think it's a cyst because it's hard and not soft. I think it's a carpal boss, and it has thrown off all the bones in my hand, and now I have to have.
Sounds like an excuse.
Is that the hand you draw with? Yes.
No, luckily.
It's your lefty, yeah.
No, I'm used to having hard things in my right hand, not my left hand. Now I got a hard thing in my left hand.
So that's your whole
punishment for
life is
something.
reorienting your hand.
Gout crystals?
There is a
Oh yeah,
you know what?
hand gout.
It Heroes, the last one we were at, there was a guy who had hand gout,
Oh.
but you know he's probably dead.
I didn't know
now.
that was possible. I thought it was all feet and knees and stuff.
Well, he walks on his hands. Is the thing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It was very impressive. So I got Hangout, I got Switch 2, which I can pull up when it's someone else's 5 minutes. I also thought I would, Phil and Brandon like to rag on the British constantly. It's endless, and it takes all of my stubbornness not to reply to them in the chat while I'm secretly watching their streams.
Yeah, we usually call people bean eaters.
Well, yeah, you go on about the British bean. You know nothing about the Terry's chocolate orange British tradition.
What?
No,
I feel like we have those. We have those over here.
I have never seen one of those.
This is empty because I've eaten it.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, everyone in the family gets a Terry's chocolate orange from someone.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
I've never seen
Wait, is that a tradition? Is that a British tradition, or
I think
to give one on Christmas?
We'd have to ask the British people in the chat. I think it's just a me
There's
tradition.
none.
I never
Okay.
seen one of those in America. Is it just an orange that's shaped like a chocolate?
No, it's a chocolate that's shaped
What?
like an orange. Just throw it the way around.
Like that, reverse it.
You have a point. You are correct. That
And,
makes more sense.
Seeing as I only have 1 minute left, see, people like the story being told. They don't like a rapid fire of facts and tidbits.
They like the brevity and the intense nature. And at this rate, we'll get to the presentation by half an hour into the show. So
wait. I vote that when you're talking, you have to pause the timer.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
All right, you get 5 seconds.
Okay. You seeing as this is your show, you run a tight ship, as you said. You get to choose when this happens. I have one gift from Alex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
2 gift from Alex, which this back of it doesn't even look like it was like wrapped properly.
Bear, do you have your gifts?
Yeah, do you have your stuff?
Yeah, I have gifts from Alex too, so we can do that. Maybe at the halfway mark we'll do that.
Okay. So thank you, Alex. It's you make us feel famous. I'm popular and fine.
All right, mute him.
No! I also got
All
a
right.
Blu-ray set, but
What's that?
I bought
Oh, Red Dwarf.
I bought the exact same Blu-ray set for my sister for Christmas.
Oh, that's
Cool.
embarrassing.
That's fun. That's like the gift of the Magi or whatever. All right. Infinite Entertainment, $10. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here's to a fantastic 2026. You guys, Infinite has a book coming out in June, so he's going to start going on live streams. He is a good writer, and he and I chat behind the scenes. He did the voice acting for some animation that I've done, and that's like a side hustle he has. He's mostly a writer, but
Nice.
he's good stuff. So keep an eye out for his stuff. Follow him on Twitter if you haven't.
Merry
Okay. Irene, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, ready, set, go.
It's perfect because I'm just starting to feel the wine buzz. After chugging wine my entire stream, I'm just now starting to feel it. So this is a good time. Yeah. So I also had a nice little Christmas. I actually spent it with family this year. Oh my gosh. I was gonna show everybody my wax warmer, but it's hot now because I had it on during the stream. So this is probably a dangerous thing to do. I probably
You're
shouldn't
supposed
do
to
this.
drink it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Supposed to
It
drink
heats
it.
it up
This
so you
is-
can drink it down.
Dubiously unsafe. Probably should not move this.
You definitely shouldn't have it underneath.
Make
the-
her big.
It's not.
Invigorate.
It's not underneath anything. I'm just trying to not spill. I'm gonna fucking fuck this up. Let me clear
I
out
can't
some
see
space
anything.
on my desk. Okay, the bottom
Please
is not
spill all over
hot.
yourself. Please spill all over yourself.
No, I will not. I'm being very careful.
Mm,
I got
that
this
looks-
for Christmas.
This
looks
is
Little Asian house.
the biggest ripoff I've ever seen. I was watching this earlier. You explained. I'm like, what is this? I've never heard or seen this. So
I didn't
basically,
either until now.
they're selling
I didn't know.
They're just
Is that-
selling you 2 candles, is what they're doing.
It's a candle with a little pot. Well, it's all melted now,
Uh-huh.
and it's all liquid, so I have to be very careful. Let's put this
So,
down
and what's
now.
in the
Oh,
what's in the
so is that
pot?
supposed to give off a scent?
Yeah,
odor?
it's like scented. You put scented wax in a little dish on top, and then a candle in the bottom, and the candle melts the wax, and it smells nice. I'm like, why can't I just spray stuff?
But
I
What
don't
stops
get
you
it.
from like dipping
don't
your
get it.
fingers constantly in the melted wax? That's what
I don't know.
Self-control.
It's
Self-control.
weird. Yeah. No, if I was a child, I would have been playing with this and burned myself 50 times and kept on doing it. I like playing with wax. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave this on the side and not touch it.
Can you
But I
pause
got
the
that
time?
for Christmas.
Yeah, we
I-
want to ask
I wanna
questions.
Yeah, you were talking. Pause your time, Pat.
Okay, okay.
I want to
get
make a
few
point
extra-
about this warmed. What's it called? Warmed wax.
No.
It's
It's called.
a wax
It's
warmer thingy
No, no, no.
thing, whatever.
It's
I'm
called. They're called wax melts. They're very
Wax
popular
melts.
with women. And like, yes, it is essentially you
I
have a
haven't heard of it.
you have a candle in a little house, and then on the top is like a candle without a wick, but the top candle is like a wax cube that's scented, and the bottom candle is a normal one.
I don't understand why I can't just burn a candle that's scented. It
Right.
just
2
seems like
candles for the
extra
price of-
steps.
Okay.
2
Actually,
candles for the
I
price
know.
of 6.
I know why. I think the scented candles give off a shit ton of toxins because you're burning the wax
Oh.
away. I think the
Because-
little candles, this is my head canon at least,
That's
are like
fine.
more better for you. And then
Racket.
More better for you.
because I have my family, the women in my family love buying people fucking candles. I occasionally have a bath. I have a giant 3-wick candle. It's like 15 centimeters across. I don't know how many is that in freedom units. Like what, 5 inches?
Thank
Yeah.
you. You gotta pause it when I'm
Like a
not
rectangle.
talking.
No, he's gonna hurry me up by
I was just gonna shit on the candle.
Yeah.
Phil found a
No.
cheat code to extending the hours you wait,
Continue.
and Farrah's not amused.
Well, just a little bit, but yeah, don't waste other people's time, Jake. Too much.
Yeah, that was my time you were wasting, Jake.
Sorry, Phil. I
Your
wasted your
time.
interruption time. Wait, can we have a sub timer for each of us of how much time we have to interrupt the?
I
You
can
wanna
set that
run
up
it
next
if
week.
You have to do the work. I want to run
Yeah.
it down. Okay, it's my time. So anyway, you take baths with candles. That's good for you. I don't. I never like candles. I don't take baths either. Apparently, I am the worst at being a woman. The worst woman at being a woman as ever woman. But now I know what a wax melt is. I got that for Christmas. I also got this. It's very pretty. This little cross pendant.
Yeah, you ever
It's
gonna
very
put it on?
Wait a minute, that's not your thing. JK.
It is.
That's fighting
It's fine.
vampires.
Somebody bought it for me. So yeah, now I can ward off vampires. It's very nice.
Is it an
Um,
anklet?
No, it's a necklace.
Oh, okay.
It's a necklace. It's not rose gold. Usually I go for rose gold, but it's still very nice.
Oh,
And it's
man.
very pretty.
You should
I
send
can't
it back.
be picky.
You
I
should-
can't be picky because it's a gift. I am not
You should
complaining.
put
I
it
got
back in its
shit
gift
ton of
wrap and
wine.
you should throw it
got
in the
a
face
ton
of
of-
whoever bought it.
I got
you're-
so I'm not gonna
Irene,
do
you're
that.
not
I got,
unlike a woman. That is a very
Yeah.
woman. It's what
Have you guys
okay,
heard this?
well,
I'm
in
going to
that
pause it for this.
department, I am like a woman. Thank you.
Have
sir.
you guys heard this saying? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What if it's don't lick a gift horse's mouth?
No, it's don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And I never knew what that means, but it means exactly what Irene just said. And the reason
What
is
did
because
I just do? I said I I usually go for rose gold, but I still love it because
Not
it's
this
a gift.
horrible.
I know. I'm saying Irene's following the good advice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Thank
so
you. That's right.
don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It means if someone gives you a horse and you're like, let me check its teeth though, make sure it's healthy.
Right.
And the
yeah,
guy's
that
like,
makes
bro,
sense.
I'm just giving you this
It's a
horse
gift,
and you're gonna
yeah.
fucking check if it's healthy. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah, but
up.
have you ever heard of
Oh
Indian
my
giving?
God.
What is
What's
that?
Indian
It was very
giving?
popular in about 50 years ago in America. What, 50 years
Yeah.
plus, 100 years ago?
Indian giving.
What is that?
I don't know. I think it's like when an Indian gives you a sacred cow or something. I'm not too sure.
Or a rash.
No.
Is it
What?
like a monkey gives you a banana kind of thing?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I'll look it
I
up.
don't know.
Is
Okay.
Indian giving
Anyway.
re-gifting, or is that like no?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, no,
I think
no.
it's-
You give the gift of the diseased blankets, but then you say, actually, can I have those smallpox infested blankets back again?
Outdated, often offensive phrase.
I'm
Indian
very
giver.
confused.
Meaning
That
someone
sounds
who
like
gives you
many
gifts.
levels of fucked up.
It's
Usually
CC
giving a
says a
gift and-
crucifix has more power. Is this not a crucifix? It's just a cross, right? What's the difference between this and a crucifix?
All right, her time's over.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's got to have a Jesus.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
running.
talking the whole time. You guys
Yeah.
don't
Wait,
over
I want to know what Indian giving is.
Anyway.
What is it?
Let me explain it.
Holy
It's
shit.
giving a gift and then wanting it back.
Like
Oh.
land,
Oh,
like large amounts of land.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was a gift to you guys, and they want it back.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
anyways. Neat.
You got
Let me know-
41 glorious seconds, 39 now.
Everyone has talked over my time. I'm gonna yap as much as I want. I got like 5 bottles of wine for Christmas as well. That was very nice. And last night for New Year's, I watched Babe, the little piggy movie. I hadn't seen it before. It was so cute.
Permission for
Nice.
permission for an extra 5 minutes at some point for us to discuss Babe.
I actually
Yeah,
have a lot to
permission
say about
granted,
it.
but not right now.
Yeah, and I talked about it a little bit on my stream, but I have so much more to say. It was very good, and I feel like we can't make movies like that anymore in this current landscape. So I'd love to talk more about it. Yeah,
What
that was
about
my
Pig?
movie.
What about wait? What about Pig in the City? What about that one? You
I never
that
seen
one?
that. Never seen that. No.
Me neither.
That's the second one. I didn't think it was that bad. I just can't remember it. Just like,
There's
like,
a second one.
yeah,
It's
cool.
the same plot as Home Alone 2. He goes to the city.
Babe
See,
meets
PC
Donald
wants
Trump.
a Babe conversation. He missed the first part of my stream, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about it. Woo!
But Kevin was already in the city in Home Alone 1.
It's a
Beep,
different
boop,
movie.
beep. I can hear the alarm, but you guys can't hear. I need to screen.
No, we
I need
can't
to
hear
share my
anything.
audio. It's super obnoxious, so it definitely works. But only I can
Cool.
hear it.
It's only obnoxious for you.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So now we got Phil. Phil, what's up?
All right, I'm gonna take my time with this, guys.
5 minutes worth.
Yeah, I'm sure I could stretch it out. I had a fine Christmas. I got shirts and socks and pants. And,
Can
I
Phil
got this.
Can Phil donate his time to other people?
No. We're soaking this up. I got this really cool angel heart shirt that Pear would enjoy. I wish I was wearing right now so I could show it to him.
I can
But-
imagine.
Yeah. It's the poster. It's the movie poster. And then I finished reading East of West.
Pronounce
Look at
East-
this.
East of West.
45 issues. And
Hate it.
the more I think about it, the less I like it, is what I'm saying. It left me with a meh feeling, and I was kind of disappointed.
Was
'Cause
it
I like the start, but the ending did not.
Was it not east enough or not west enough?
Either. It wasn't Eastern enough, like a manga, but it also wasn't Western enough, like a Western. This had it was too much bureaucracy. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
all like, it's in the future. Go on.
I got a question. Was there a point while reading it where you were like, oh, this is super legit, but then you got let down by the end, or was it never reaching those heights?
It started off as a cool concept. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like the characters that I'm being introduced to at the start. And then as it went through, you just meet more and more characters, and it's a lot of it's like just a lot of talking and bureaucracy. I was telling my buddies about it. I'm like, this is 45 issues, and I would wager that all of the action in the book you could fit into like 7 issues if you put them back to back. Where it's
Oh
like
yeah.
so little action, and then also thinking back, there's not a lot of oh shit moments that stick out as like big reveals or memorable set pieces or scenes. Yeah, so there was some characters where I'm like, oh, I would have rather just read a whole series about this one character who's a badass. But the artist Nick Dragotta, he's the guy doing all the art for Absolute Batman, so he got his big upstart on this series with Hickman, which came out probably like 12-15 years ago at Image. But I wish I liked it better. But I read it. Now that I've read that, I could read other things, which I'm going to.
You can read West of East.
Yeah,
West-
some sort of
West
wicked
of
witch.
East.
No, but I will read more things. I'm excited to read more things.
It's
And I'm
crazy. You still have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm watching. I just
And we
started
let
watching.
him talk the whole time like good friends. Amazing.
I don't leave threads out there. I don't live an interesting life, so no one has questions about.
You don't really provide much food for thought for other people to really engage
It's a
with.
strategy.
Mm.
I started watching Altered Carbon,
Whatever
which
that
is-
is.
which I'm enjoying. It's a Netflix show based on a novel
I haven't
series.
heard of that one.
No, yeah, it's that came out probably like 7 years ago. It's futuristic cyberpunk dystopia where people have their consciences uploaded into stack discs that are in their neck, and if they die, they could have them put into new bodies.
Did they make
Yeah,
a?
it's really long ago.
Oh, I feel like they made a film similar to that, and it was absolute junk. I remember going to the cinema with my dad and watching something like that. It was
No, I was
Circa
too
when?
seasoned.
Like recently?
probably 15 years ago or something.
Maybe
It
you're
was like
thinking
a
of Ghost
movie.
in the Shell.
No. It was a lot longer ago than that.
And it's really creepy. So like in the opening scene, this he comes back to life, and he's in a new body. He's been basically an unconscious for 200 years, and you're in the center that reassimilates you into society. And they walk up into the commons, and the families are meeting their re-sleeved loved ones that have died. So one of them is like this 7-year-old girl, but because her family didn't have enough money, she gets a redistributed sleeve. So she's in like this
50-year-old Indian guy,
65-year-old woman body, and she's like, "Mama," and her parents are like, "What did you do to our kid?" They're like, "This is all you could afford, lady. This is the this is the government assigned bodies."
all of the government assigned bodies should totally be H-1B visa bodies. I mean, come on. Hello, mother.
What's that? H-1B visa bodies? Is that what those are? What?
Just an old
I have
lady.
not heard that terminology. What a note to end on.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon. Go
Yeah.
watch it.
Nice.
Okay.
I've been writing too. So
Yeah, why have you been doing all this cyberpunk stuff, Phil? It's grotesque.
I'm getting into it. It's awesome. Transhumanism. Think about it, Jake.
Love it.
Yeah.
Been thinking about it all day, every day.
We can talk about that later too. I forego my 5 minutes because I prefer my life to remain a mystery. And
I appreciate
Wow.
we're gonna.
That's a good approach. That's a good
That's real.
approach.
That's really cool of you.
Wow, so awesome.
that. Very cool.
There is value to privacy, though. I have learned that.
I agree.
Oh, I've also been listening to the Kanye West song "All of the Lights" on loop for the past 2 days. It's pretty good.
Isn't that guy
Yeah.
really cool?
You're going
now?
through a little phase.
Yeah, I'm going through a yay phase.
What have
Perfect
I been
timing.
listening? I'm listening to the Phantom of the Opera song on repeat for some reason. That's my thing.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Phantom of the Opera.
Wow. I just like the beginning.
All
That's
right.
good.
What's this
Is
topic
Jerry
about?
Seinfeld a mascot? That's my question to get things rolling.
This
This
is the
this is
topic.
quite the chart.
Now this topic confused me because it's mascot, and I didn't know what you meant by that.
Yeah, I thought, are we gonna like talk about how to design Japanese style San Reno, whatever it is, mascot families?
Yeah.
Sanrio.
Sanrio. But no,
I don't know. Yeah, like we'll get into it. I'm not even. Yeah, there's like multiple categories of mascots because there's just like Tony the Tiger. There's like a million and it's all for snacks. That's one thing I realize is like a lot of mascots is for things that are bad for you
For
and
children to buy, you know.
yeah, to kind of like trick kids into liking things that they shouldn't like. And I'm
Mhm.
like, if you ever do, because I kind of want to do a mascot short comic, but I was kind of having a little writer's block myself. So that's why I wanted to do the presentation of mascots. And yeah, like that is kind of funny. Like a mascot who is like talking kids into online gambling or something like that is like oddly realistic in a weird way. You know, we don't have it yet, but
I just want to know how you're defining mascot.
well, that depends if Jerry Seinfeld is a mascot or not. Like, what do you guys think?
No.
Peachy says he's a straight man. His name is in the title. That's a normal mascot thing, I think.
A
The
character that is representative of a
Branding.
franchise, a brand or a
Brand.
franchise.
Yeah, but he's not really convincing you to buy anything necessarily. So maybe he's not in that sense.
I think he technically
Yeah.
isn't a mascot. If you want to stretch the definition just to have fun, then he can be. He could be a mascot for cereal. If he had Seinfeld, if he had Seinfeld brand cereal, and he was the guy eating the ball, well, eating the cereal in the ball, then yeah, he would be a mascot, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
a little cartoon Jerry would be considered the mascot.
But Mr. T, what about Mr. T?
Yeah. What about
Mhm.
Santa Claus?
I think Santa Claus
Sure.
is a mascot. Sure.
Coca-Cola.
For like our modern consumerist version of Christmas. I think so this led me to think of I think to be a mascot, a character has to have a design that isn't just a normal person. And Jerry Seinfeld is the way he is, even though he's the main character. Like a main character doesn't make a mascot, right? Just any main character.
Yeah,
existence
but
doesn't
all
mean they're a
mascots
mascot.
are main characters, I think.
Sure,
maybe.
yes,
Yeah.
but all mascots are main characters. So I think mascots are a subcategory of main characters. They're a type of main character, or even in the case of brands where they don't have a story, there's no main character. So there's an overlap between main characters and just brand characters, where it's a unique design that stands out, that isn't just a normal person, that's easily recognizable and recognizes a franchise.
Yeah.
For Silly Jerry. It's a good one.
Jerry.
So this is this is a random thing I pulled, but yeah, the top you kind of recognize all these. I feel like if anyone,
Can we name them all?
Yeah, I mean there's well,
Don't ask me.
Yeah. If Irene, at what point can she not recognize them?
Pyro, Pikachu, Mario.
You skipped the one
Sonic.
that you didn't recognize.
I don't know that one. I don't
The
know
very
that
first one then. Okay.
What's that one?
So you failed right away.
Rush Coyote.
No,
I
he's lying.
don't know that. I've never even watched people play it. I don't know that one.
A lot of them
Pyro,
are animals. Down here is Klonoa. I like Klonoa. He's just a B tier, but he's a good one.
There's Kirby.
There's Conker.
There's
And
the little sack man. What was that
Yeah.
game that was so
He's
popular?
just called
and really
Sackboy. He's just called Sackboy.
Little Big
No,
Planet.
it's not. It's a
Little Big
little
Planet.
the
Little Big
woven
Planet.
boy with the happy
Yeah.
face.
It's Sack
Yeah, I know. The mascot is called
What's that game?
Sackboy. It's Little Big
That was a
Planet.
good game.
And now some of these you could maybe argue aren't even mascots. Like definitely Mario and Sonic are. They're like the kind of the most famous in the world almost.
Well,
But-
they're for their not even just their games, but the company, right? Sega.
Yeah,
Sonic
and
is
if you think
Sega.
about the consumerism they're tied to, and even how it started, like they're kind of designed to sell consoles. And
Yeah.
yeah, so like a lot of these, some of these are an attempt at that. and so they might kind of count, but these are the two that really hit off. And that was one thing too, is like 90s of all eras, the mascot era, and it was because of a lot of video game stuff coming out, but also like fast food. There's a lot of weird mascot stuff, snacks. It's all like in the 90s, which is kind of fun. But
Sour
yeah,
Patch
a lot
Kids.
of failed mascots, a lot of creepy mascots.
Well, I mean,
Man.
did you find this when looking for specifically mascots? Because I don't think just a main character from a video game is a mascot.
Yeah, well, the one thing is the mascots is there's like a meta narrative where they have FOMO kind of, and so if one mascot pops up, other companies are going to want that are in a competing space, they'll want a mascot too. So there's this like FOMO competition kind of thing. And so there is like a lot of that, like Bubsy's down here, like they absolutely wanted him to be like the new Sonic, you know. That was
Sure.
like why they
They,
made
they
him.
would, they will. They would. They
Someone
try to
in
use
ahead.
the art direction of a mascot character while not being a mascot, though. They're just the main character in a piece of media. That Bubsy is Jerry Seinfeld of those games.
Yeah. I wonder, like, so like even Star Fox, like
He's not representing any brand.
yeah, but he is tied to consumerism as far as just his game. But that's kind of broad.
There
but
are
Yeah.
sorry, I don't want to I have ideas, so I don't want to cut anybody off. I'm trying not to. So I was thinking, someone in chat mentioned almost all of these are Japanese, and that reminded me that mascots are very much a thing in Japan and by relation East Asia, because a lot of brands copy Japanese advertising because it does work so well. In Japan, everything has a mascot. And I think in America, it was just a 90s thing. And it's like Buc-ee's has the little otter, and Wendy's has the Wendy girl, and McDonald's had Ronald McDonald, but he's not everywhere at like he was in the
those are
90s.
mascots. Those totally
Those are mascots. In Japan, everything has a mascot. The bullet train has a mascot. The police office has a mascot. The government office has a mascot. The elevator has a mascot. It's hilarious, and it's everything has like a little character, and it's almost a way to communicate with and make people comfortable while communicating important information to them, is what it feels like.
Is it's like Clippy on the windows or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, I think in America it's like a
yeah.
90s trend, but in Japan it's everywhere. It's just like everything has like Flippies.
Oh yeah, they had that in Jurassic Park. Do you remember they had the DNA strand?
Yeah,
talk to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
they have
Yeah,
that
those
in The
are-
Simpsons. The nuclear power plant has a mascot.
Smiling Joe Fishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
TC says main characters and stories are not mascot. Not necessarily, because
It is
I
pretty
was thinking,
90s.
well, so Guts is very representative of his franchise, Berserk, but I wouldn't call Guts a mascot. So do mascots have to be highly iconized? Because I'm trying to think of stories that have mascots, and it's kind of rare for comics and manga and animation and stories that have mascot, but for video games you would have that.
Oh, okay.
And
What-
so what's the
What I
differentiation?
think makes something an actual mascot by definition would be they are officially accepted as the representative character of a brand, which is an actual company, and not just a character in a piece of media. So Mario, a guy in a game, but officially that like Donkey Kong is probably an official mascot character of Nintendo, but other Nintendo characters might not be. Maybe they all are. It's
Yeah, you know, one thing is like if it's multimedia, all mascots are multimedia on some level. Like they do at least two things. So if they appear, and then their second thing, a lot of times their second thing is meta. It's like fourth wall breaking. And a lot of times what they do is they just make them like an actor. So they do this with like Bugs Bunny, where he is, and this is a question I have later, is like, is Bugs Bunny's truest character like an actor in a studio for Warner Brothers? And like they kind of there's like meta, which is Roger Rabbit like did that version, or is his truest character like he's in a hole and he always gets bothered by someone, usually Elmer Fudd. He's minding his own business. They mess with him, and then he messes with them back. That's like the original Bugs Bunny, and then he's also like a actor who does can wear multiple hats and
Like,
stuff.
but let's say there's a toothpaste brand and they do a deal with Looney Tunes or whatever, and they have Bugs Bunny be the official mascot of their toothpaste brand. Like, that's when they would be classed as a mascot, right?
Yeah, like if he appears in any commercial, or if he like has to deliver any kind of other, like it could be like a public service announcement, if he
Yeah.
gets paid by the government and he says like, "Hey kids, don't do drugs."
Yeah, like they
that
did
is-
that with Spider-Man when they wanted you to register to vote in your local.
Yeah. That would definitely be moving him a step towards being a mascot / either he straight up is at that point, or it would be
Yeah,
a
even
step
Bancroft was
towards-
saying Spider-Man is Marvel's mascot.
Yeah, I saw. I
Yeah.
think TC also says Spider-Man became a mascot. I think I can't think of a manga equivalent, but for example, if a company took, I think it has to be intentional. It's not just, oh, it's a main character. It's maybe mascots have to be a corporate representation instead of just a main character that represents a story. Yeah, like teams have mascots too. So
Yeah.
a corporation or a team or some kind of business takes a character and makes it their representative.
This is the Potamus.
That's
That is
terrifying.
That is
A little
the
unfortunate.
I had a photo with this as a kid. This is Stoke City football team's mascot.
Oh
Who
no!
is the mascot that replaced Pinky over here?
Is
Hey,
that your
Panther?
that's your baby Pinky?
No, they used to. I don't know what they used to be called, but they used to have a Pink Panther as a mascot.
Pink
Then they switched to the Potamus, who's a lot lamer, but also legally distinct.
Yeah.
Another example I have over here. Show this. Look, this would essentially be the mascot for Ed Card.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's attached to the logo, if it's like included in the logo, like I put some later, but like the Morton Salt girl, she's holding a umbrella. She like counts as a
Yeah.
mascot. And that's one thing I wonder about this presentation is like, all right, so you get hired by Morton Salt and they're like, "We need you to write a comic about the Morton Salt girl." And you're like, "Okay, well, like what is her deal?" And yeah, so that's what some of this presentation will be. But a lot of it too, this another ingredient, it is like corporate oversight. And you can almost like feel that even if you're like, if you want to write a mascot-y thing yourself without a real getting hired for it, you can just like simulate corporate oversight. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing all the time.
Well, I'm trying to think. So, look, there's something you are working on creatively, which is why this presentation exists. So it's not even about what is a mascot. It's like, what are you seeing mascots as that you're looking to engage within a piece of media? Because, okay, step one, I think, they don't have a story. They're just a cool logo character. So then if you are probably struggling because you're like, how do I make generic logo character, but then also make it a story? Like, I'm sure whenever, if they like make a Wendy's movie about the Wendy's woman, like whoever is given that job is like, well, what the fuck do I do? It's like you're trying to do both of the difficult tasks at once. You're trying to make the toothpaste mascot and then think like, well, how do I even put this in a story? But then also, if you're thinking of a cool enough story, they're not really a mascot anymore because they're like a character in a proper story.
I don't know. Well, I think there are examples of mascots having stories, and we'll get into some of that. But I don't know. Even like, I kind of think Minecraft might count, or like Street Fighter, the movie, almost counts, and that's awesome. Actually, that one like totally worked out. But yeah, it's like take this thing that is really not supposed to have a story and give it a story. What do you even do? that hypothetical is fun, and that is kind of what this this presentation is about. But yeah, so key takeaways: they embody brand personalities, making companies memorable and inviting consumer loyalty, often featured on the company logo. Multimedia tied to products and consumerism, corporate oversight. They have a long life, multiple iterations, and an evolution. So here's the Planters guy. So here's an example where he's been featured in ads, and the ads do have stories. So, but they're like ridiculous or whatever.
I thought they
So
were
I
going to
guess
do a movie, Peanuts movie, or a Mr. Peanut movie. They never did.
yeah, maybe yeah. But yeah, there's this thing called the Nutmobile, I think it's called.
Jake knows all about that.
What I call my right hand.
Yeah. And yeah, so this is canon, and it's Mr. Peanut's freaking vehicle. So that's one thing. They kind of start their world building. He's got his vehicle, he's got but
Amazing.
I'll just read this. Yeah, so it says on January 22nd, 2020, Planters released the teaser for the Super Bowl commercial featuring Mr. Peanut, Wesley Snipes, and Matt Walsh. What?
I don't remember that.
What?
The trio was shown hanging onto a branch after accidentally driving the Nutmobile off a cliff to avoid an armadillo. I don't know why armadillos of all things is like the thing that fucks
Why
with their
an
shit or whatever.
armadillo?
It probably
Yeah.
stood
Are
its
they based
ground
in
the
Arizona
forest.
or something? Like what?
Yeah. And Mr. Peanut, they're all hanging on the branch. Mr. Peanut gives up. He lets go and he falls to his death onto the Nutmobile, which then explodes. The company's social media outlet stated that his funeral would be the subject of the Planters Super Bowl ad. So this was a teaser, and they're killing their mascot.
That's right.
Okay, this is like shock advertising where they just go for something that doesn't make sense but is really memorable and it makes people go, what the fuck? And that's how you sell a product because people remember the brand and that's all that matters.
They should make a series of billboards in November, and it just says "No Nut November," and it has that peanut guy with a big red Ghostbusters cross over it, and he's like, "No, please."
What they should do is apparently hire Jake.
It's like an
for
Avoid the
advertising.
Noid, but for the peanut guy.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, so it is like the context of this huge billion-dollar corporation doing this kind of goofy shit that kind of adds to the fun. And yeah, like if you tried to recreate this again, if we're doing our hypothetical, like make up a fake company, make up a fake mascot, make up a fake publicity stunt, it won't have the same punch. But this is like examples. It's fun to like go through them. So I got to read part 2 though. So then the Super Bowl is coming up. Planters suspended the campaign shortly after the Calabasas helicopter crash. That's the thing. Kobe Bryant died in that one, and his daughter. So it's like a sore. It's a sore point because an exploding Nutmobile is too similar to a helicopter, I guess. But they eventually resumed the campaign with the Super Bowl commercial, which showed Wesley Snipes and Walsh presiding over the funeral of Mr. Peanut, who also attended by fellow mascots Kool-Aid Man and Mr. Clean. So that gets the meta stuff. So this is what's fun. Like mascots, they're kind of like Sasquatch in a way, where there's a meta narrative of they all know each other, they're all jealous of each other, they're competing, they're kind of like actors. That stuff is fun, and there's like folklore about mascots that you can kind of find if you want to look for or whatever.
Someone should make an IP where they're all cryptids.
Yeah. It is like similar. Like I remember when this is later down, but when I was a kid, we used to love to go to McDonald's because we thought that there was like a 1% chance that Ronald McDonald would be there. Like he's not always there, but sometimes he's there. You see him. Oh, you see Ronald McDonald? He was actually at that McDonald's and you were there. Yeah, I was there and he was actually there. We got to see him. I'm like, oh my God. So that like lore they were building up was very successful. But Kool-Aid Man's tears combined with sunlight, causing a new, younger incarnation of Mr. Peanut, dubbed Baby Nut, to grow. To grow from the soil. After brief baby sounds, Baby Nut quotes, "Just kidding, I'm back." Everyone celebrates Mr. Peanut's revival, and he asks, "Where's my monocle?" So, yeah. So there's one little thing. Here's a random mascot. There's Ronald. This is one where it's like, yeah, what do we know about it? We know he keeps going and going and going. We know he's been everywhere. We know he's like, he's seen the world. Yeah, but he's got a drum. He beats his drum. Kind of creepy. The Energizer Buzz Bunny's a little creepy if you think about it. He keeps coming and coming and coming.
Every single thing you've said about him has been sexual.
I was trying to not go.
I like how
there,
you have to
but-
build it up. You're like, guys, you get the joke.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm just reading some chat here. Okay. Do you guys know who this is? Bonus
Yeah,
points for new.
the crime dog or whatever. We didn't even have that over here. Scruff McGruff. Is that?
Do you guys know the jingle?
No.
I know the phone number.
He takes a bite out of crime. Is that
Yeah,
what?
it's Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. That's the phone number you gotta call.
Well, why didn't you tell us about this? You know the guy, right?
Yeah, he's in. Phil, where are you? Is Phil here?
We don't know where anyone is right now
Yeah.
because of the full screen.
Oh yeah. How do I do
I have
that?
no idea. We're lost in the wild.
This
is
Oh,
my
he's
favorite.
gone. He's not there.
It's like, this is my chance. He's got
I
some.
have some examples pulled up if you.
I had to go take a bite out of Cookie.
Should have done it out of
Yeah.
crime.
He takes a bite out of crime.
These are the Japanese ones, Rini.
Yeah, they're actually Taiwanese mascots, but I thought it was funny. So this over here, first of all, look at this thing. But that I don't know what is his name. I think that's the mascot for the Japanese rail system. It's
He's
like a
the
Japanese
original-
bear.
Is he not the original mascot? And then all the other Japanese companies are like, "Oh, he do bad, do so good." We make all bad."
He's very well known, very very well known. So but this is actually in Taiwan, and it's funny because the mascot for the Taiwanese railway, the bear with the V, it looks very similar to the Japanese one, but with the
counts,
V
I
in the
think.
front, that's Taiwanese one. It totally didn't rip off the Japanese character, but it's a native Taiwanese species of bear, so that's the railway mascot. But the mascot on the right hand side, that's Open Chan, and he's the mascot for 7-Eleven in both Taiwan and Japan. Open Chan.
That's the guy with the
So-
rainbow.
Yeah, with the
Oh.
rainbow head, and he's everywhere, super well known.
Does
Like,
Chan
is that
every-
old? Is that-
This
And
is a
so why do
Japanese
these
bear.
why do these two mascots hang out together?
I don't know. It's like city functions or something. I have no idea. I have no idea.
I
It's
do
just
like
like,
Open
oh,
Chan.
let's promoting like city events, and they probably have mascots there just for cuteness because cuteness is inviting, right?
It's just
I
photo.
wish
What
it
does
was more
Chan
about
mean?
America. Chan is like a
Yes,
like
but-
how we use Mr. or Mrs. in English, but it's like a cute indicator. It's like, oh, I think you're adorable, so it's usually used for like young girls or children.
Now, what does Oshi mean? And why is Scruff McGruff my Oshi?
You have to tell us.
Oshi isn't a thing. What do you mean Oshi?
You don't know what an Oshi is?
I don't know what an Oshi is. What's an Oshi?
An Oshi is who is your favorite.
You mean
Oh.
Oishi?
Oh, come
I thought
on.
it was Oshi.
I tell you what,
You didn't
guys,
pronounce it
guys,
right.
Whenever
What
I'm
Oishi
trying to-
means
TC
Whenever I'm
knows what
trying
I'm
to
talking
learn-
about.
whenever I'm trying to learn dang old
What's-
Chinese, I'll say Hangaoshi
Oh,
Renshini.
Oishi is like tasty. Oshi is different.
Oshi.
Ah.
Yeah, like Nicholas D. Wolfwood is my Oshi.
I thought
my
that was
buddies told me.
Anata.
Yeah, we do have Scruff McGruff. Was he a Chicago thing? I thought everybody knew about him.
He's Chicago,
Jake
but everyone knew.
outweaves me once again. Yes.
Take a
Yeah.
bite out of crime.
What about this guy? Is this guy a mascot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sure. He's the most interesting
Yeah.
man in the world.
Internet
Yeah.
itself.
2 X's, baby.
And this guy, there's plenty of like, yes, kind of like jokes and stories about him. You
So-
almost could do a movie with him. There's enough starting point.
Do you remember when they retired him and got a younger, most interesting man in the world, who's like his son? They did
No.
that for a while as a mascot. Yeah.
That
Oh, cool.
reminds me because I was thinking, oh, do mascots have to be iconized cartoon characters? But no, he completely blows that out of the park, right?
No, I mean,
So,
he is a character. It's not like
right.
he's not.
So,
He is.
but I
playing-
was thinking, do they have to be cartoon characters? But they don't, and that reminded me, Taco Bell had a dog, right? A Chihuahua.
Yeah, the
That's
Chihuahua.
a mascot, and that was a real mascot, and it was a whole
Chihuahua.
thing on the Chihuahua patch
Yeah, it was
because, of course,
disgusting.
Lindbergh baby. isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
Or flying planes.
Legends, lore, folktales, fanfic, rumors.
Hmm.
God.
Is
Yeah,
Sasquatch a mascot?
Sasquatch. Yes.
No, if a city makes Sasquatch a mascot,
No.
which
For
many
what is it?
businesses and cities have, right?
He's the mascot
Yeah.
for beef jerky. What is that? Jack Links? He had the Bigfoot.
Yeah. So he's kind of been reappropriated into multiple mascotdom. Yes. Markets ripe for mascots. Cereal, video games, fast food, colleges, team sports, theme parks, snacks. Our mascot's the devil. Our mascots used to make something that's bad more palatable to the public. For example, there could be a mascot for a sports gambling site or a student loan banking company, various addictions.
Oh, damn.
The student loan banking mascot makes me laugh. That might be like the one if I try and write a little short comic, do something like that. And the mascot ends up collecting the money when they unpaid bills or whatever, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's good that American companies haven't or have seemed to forgotten the magic of mascots, because otherwise they would be all evil.
They just use influences instead.
Sure, there you go.
Yeah.
Their mascots.
Yeah.
Someone in chat mentioned how the Vatican made Luca.
Loose?
How do you
loose or
How the fuck
whatever?
do you
I have
pronounce the
her
name?
further down here. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
someone in chat also, I think it was TC, I'm sorry, I don't remember, mentioned that apparently they made a gold. Is it true they made a cow? Which is very unfortunate.
Who did?
Is that
The Catholic
That's
Church?
the first time I heard of that. I did.
I
see
hadn't heard of that. I might
'Cause
be
that's a
wrong,
little-
and if I am,
that's
I
little-
apologize.
Oh, it was Moroni,
That was
I
one of
think.
the original things that pissed Jesus off.
I
was
know
they were-
that. No, Moses.
Well, I think
No,
and Jesus
God,
even both
which
of
is
them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Jesus was
generally
definitely mad
something
about
you're
it
not
as well.
supposed- Maromi mentioned it. It was
Yeah.
Maromi. The golden. Did they really make a golden calf?
He came out
That's
of the womb
unfortunate.
and said, "I remember that fucking cow."
That's unfortunate. I like Luce though. Luce was cute. Everybody was drawing fan art of her. It's like
That's weird. The golden
that-
calf weirds me out, but we
that
can look
does
into
weird
that.
me out.
So yeah, untapped markets, they don't have mascots right now. Video rental stores, malls, airline transportation, which Irene says in Japan they do, which is kind of fun.
Yes.
Banking. Types of mascots, animatronic.
Sonic.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Pizza.
And that's real and in stories. And actually, yeah, like this is a great, totally took off huge, and it's all about the lore and fun.
There's
Five Nights at
I
Freddy's
went
stuff.
to Barnes and Noble the week before Christmas because that's why I like to get my shopping done. There was a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's was it young adult novels in there in the store, as well as comics. Like they do Five Nights at Freddy's comics too. It's a huge IP now. Well, it has been for so long. It's crazy.
And you know, the guy who created it, he did a full length CGI movie in like 2012, and it took him like 6 years or something. And it was super Christian, not necessarily even in a bad way, but he was kind of learning, and it bombed. It, you know, maybe it had got like 100,000 views, but kind of it basically got nothing.
Yeah.
And the second thing he did after like this learning experience of like a huge chunk of his life, working on this big Christian animated project, then he did Five Nights at Freddy's, and that exploded, and then he made a bunch of money.
Now they're making a second movie. Blumhouse is doing. I didn't even know they did a first one.
It's already
Yeah.
out.
The second
Yeah.
one's out already.
Yeah.
So there's Guy in a Suit.
Oh hell yeah!
And I did the full pick because I kind of forgot. This is kind of a thing with mascots. They usually aren't alone. Like Barney. I don't know who these other characters are, but there's a bunch of other characters.
PJ is PJ one of them? DJ
Is that him? Who's this little guy? Looks kind of like Jake up here.
Yes, a little punk.
Full heel.
Damn. I looked up the loose and the calf thing. I am not finding any evidence, so I will
Yeah,
say
rock.
it's not.
Yes, rock.
Cartoon, obviously, and yeah, in the chat they say claymation. That's a fun one.
They're great. They be watch any good
They can just be in the
claymation
logo, like the
Disney
Morton
movies.
Salt Girl. She definitely like it. Kind of has nothing. Like, what do you even do? And they're like, if they're like, even if they're like do a commercial and you got to think of a story for the commercial, you're like, it's raining and she has a umbrella and
No,
yeah, this
I mean, if you're
salt's
gonna
falling.
make something out of that, it's like the Barbie movie. You just want the brand to be a thing. So you just like, okay, we gotta, because in marketing, you just want to sell the idea of how someone is powered up by your product. You don't advertise the product. You advertise how cool the person would be once they have it. So she could go around with like magic salt, and the salt she adds to things makes magical things happen.
No, I
Yeah.
saw a video on how the thought process behind this logo, and I don't remember most of it. I should, but the part of the design idea was she's obviously overflowing with abundance and is supposed to be memorable, and she's overflowing with salt. So that's part of why it's memorable. I think it's not just a girl holding a bag, because otherwise you can't see what's in the bag, right? It's spilling out and there's so
Well, it's
much
not
of
even
it.
a bag. That's the skull cylinder. I've never actually really looked at this. I think this is supposed to be comedic because she's supposed to be protecting the salt from the rain, but she's so dumb she's holding it the opposite way, and
She's
it's
a
still all
kid!
spilling out behind her, out
It's
of the bag.
innocence. Yes, Maromi, that's right.
Like
It's
it's a
innocence
comedic
and it's
thing. Yeah,
innocence and
Yeah.
abundance. That's what this
unbeknown,
signifies.
she's not even aware that she's spilling the salt.
Yeah, this image alone has a kind of fun little narrative with it. It's a good
It's like
piece
a
of
little
art.
comic strip almost.
Yeah.
I agree. Too.
Okay, so this is, I noticed a lot of mascots, they're the silent pro tag, and like Link, again, I don't know if we can count him. I think you kind of can though. I think you can count him.
Sure. So yeah, I'm starting to think
Elf.
main characters are very rarely mascots, and it's probably a detriment for a character to have a story if you want to make them a mascot. Isn't that true? Because you kind of want their story to be the brand.
Yeah, you want to be able to redo their story. That's the thing, like with this kind of like meta multiple hats thing. Like I think
is so
like the ultimate mascots, it is like Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse and Mario and Sonic, like for my money. But Bugs Bunny and Mickey both, they do like the acting thing. Like they just wear different hats. So they're this, now I'm this, now they represent the company and they go on different adventures. And like, yeah, they go, like Mickey Mouse was silent at first, but you could picture him a little bit leaning towards more silent. But silent is related with straight man. So the idea of having a silent protagonist, meaning if it's a mascot, even the idea is you got to surround them with rambunctious characters. They're not the rambunctious one, and that is like one way to kind of do it. The meta mascot.
What a good candy bar. Three Musketeers.
Yeah, good. This is reappropriated public domain, like Sasquatch, like Santa Claus. There is a lot of that. I don't know if there's like Dracula. There's Count Chocula, but actual Dracula just being a mascot for someone. The meta mascot. See, a lot of the stuff gets meta, and I am here for it. I kind of like it. But Roger Rabbit is like pretty awesome. And it's funny because there's two stories for Roger Rabbit. So one story is that he's a babysitter and he's a terrible babysitter, basically, and that's hilarious.
Right, that's meta. That's the cartoon he's acting in, right?
Yeah, that's the non-meta one or whatever. Yeah, the baby's always about to die. He's trying to save it. He's getting destroyed.
Yeah,
just trying to save the baby. And then the meta is he's an actor and he's actually in like this Hollywood version noir murder mystery detective story thing. So yeah, that's a lot of fun.
That's kind of cool too, because I see what you're getting at here, where like that's a story that is using the iconography of a mascot, but by creating an original character like Roger Rabbit, where similar to that is Cuphead, right? Cuphead is a modern character and game that is playing off of past iconography of a mascot like Mickey Mouse or Bimbo or, you know, those old 1920s cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that That
like that.
makes
Bumblecroft. Is
Ha!
that a
Oh
mascot?
my god!
amazing.
They're looking for mascots.
There he is.
There he
It
Yeah.
is.
makes me think the less story there is to a character, definitely the better mascot it is. So I just thought of the Pixar lamp. Is the Pixar lamp a mascot?
Definitely. And it does have a
And-
story, doesn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy.
Pixar lamp and the ball. And they've
Ball in
never
its
made a
ass.
movie of the Pixar lamp and the ball, but they've hidden it in the background, right? So I think that's a very smart way to go about it. The actual mascots don't have a story, but they're hidden in the brand, and their story is the brand.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Pixar, they did do a short movie about the lamp, and that was their first to raise
Yeah.
funding. That was the first movie they ever did.
Really?
And so and so
Cool.
that became their logo. But I don't know what the story for that is. I think it's like yeah, that's like if you get into some of these examples of stories with mascots, like I think the lamp story is like, you know, it's like it's kind of confused on a table and dancing, and that's it, like the end.
Oh, it came to life. It was kind of like I think, I might not be right because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I think it was like a test animation before they did Toy Story. So they were trying to test and see how they can make inanimate objects move. So the lamp came to life and was bouncing this ball. And that was such an integral part of their early story. It got incorporated into their logo. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like it's the lamp has a personality and likes the ball, the end. Like that's the
Yeah,
story.
I have it pulled up if you want everyone to see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna throw
There
up
you
Jake's real
go.
fast too. Who's that?
Oh my
What
goodness!
the fuck is
This is
that?
not-
No, so
Not a
Smiling
lamp.
Smiling Friends did a parody on the first episode of season 2 of all of those video game mascots, and they had Gwimbly.
Nice.
I can
He's like the Noid. I have the Noid on here. But
yeah, he's very Noid-esque.
Yeah.
He's got his
Nice.
popular catchphrase.
That's horrifying. Oh yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. There's
here's
the
the
Pixar,
Pixar
lamp.
lamp.
So this is the Pixar logo, well, with a mini lamp. But then they have this. Like if you've seen the logo animated, the lamp and the just like bounces the ball and they interact and stuff. But they have like toys of the lamp and the ball, and it's become iconographic of Pixar. That lamp and that little bouncy ball. And it's like it embodies the story behind it. But that reminds me that Studio Ghibli, their logo
Gibbs.
is Totoro.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's
Cool.
completely different. But I don't think Totoro wasn't their first, and Nausicaa was their first. Was Nausicaa Ghibli? Nausicaa was
No,
Miyazaki,
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
yeah.
Ghibli.
They made that before Ghibli.
Yeah,
And then
so
Totoro was
the
like the
first-
first Ghibli movie.
Yeah, Totoro was the first Ghibli film. So they made their first. They made a character. Both Pixar and Ghibli made a character from their founding story part of their logo. And I would say Totoro is a mascot for Ghibli. It's right on the edge of not being one because it does have a story, but because it was like a founding story, a core value kind of character. So I think that's what's important for a mascot to embody.
Yeah. So is Totoro? I haven't seen it. Is talk in that movie?
Is what?
Is Totoro silent?
Yeah, he roars, but he doesn't speak.
Yeah, and the lamp doesn't speak either. So that's
No.
kind of sticking. Like there is like a thing with mascots being silent protagonists, and that kind of goes with that limits the possibilities, but in a cool way. And you could have one that talks too, obviously, but that's like something you could do. You could, if you want to appeal to more people, you can be a silent protagonist. Kind of
Interesting. Not what Meromi. Wolfler. Gimli was Lord of the Rings. Ghibli is an animation studio in Japan. Heaven's sake.
Yeah.
Dwarf.
Many mascots exist in a meta hub that allows them to wear many hats, either as an actor in a studio or an actual hub. There can be too many there be too many hats worn, watering down the character. And then which hat is the most real? Is the real Bugs Bunny the bunny who lives in a hole, is hunted by Elmer Fudd, or is it the actor in the studio? And then there's this example I kind of forgot, but the spot on the 7-Up.
Oh yeah, that guy's awesome.
Mm.
They need to do with him. Do more stuff with him.
Yeah, and I'm curious, like, what's the story? So I did do a story thing later, but I didn't do it for this one. Like, and it is like if you look up the story for like, okay, there's a spot video game for 7-Up. What's the story? And it's like aliens invade and they're stealing his 7-Up collection. He has to get it back. That's like the story every time, pretty much, or it's stuff like that. But that's like I don't even think that's like a bad thing. I kind of think that's fun. Here's the Noid. Domino's Pizza. Look at him.
Yeah,
He's
what's up with this
creepy.
guy? I never got him.
I know, Jake. Do you know more about the Noid?
The whole
Yeah.
campaign was avoid the Noid, and I think he'd fuck with your pizzas, and he hated pizzas. And then, but like
What?
there was a guy with the surname Noid, during the campaign, and he actually went crazy because he I don't know if he had schizophrenia, but like he thought the campaign was about him, and it sent him mad. That's real. Like,
Yeah.
avoid the Noid. Yeah.
You know who's
I have
better than
never
that?
heard of this.
The Little Caesars. Caesar is a better
Cases,
mascot
cases,
than this guy.
little cases.
The guy he says
Yeah.
eat some pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Is it? I
Pizza,
thought it was-
pizza,
Hey, eat the
It's not
pizza.
eat some pizza.
pizza,
Suck of the pino.
Pizza. I think he just says pizza twice.
Oh,
I don't know.
pizza.
Maybe
But yeah. So the Noid, the guy, like held up a store and did some crazy shit.
Yeah,
That's
the
funny.
campaign ended after a man held 2 Domino's employees hostage after a 5-hour standoff with police. The man's name was Kenneth Lamar Noid.
that's hilarious.
Stop saying! Stop telling people to avoid me!
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the Noid. Someone did a video game about the Noid, but it's fan made. And it's really awesome. Came out like a few years ago. That's another one. I don't think that one necessarily even had like maybe a story per se. I'm curious about that.
It did. It had little. You talked 2 characters as you went through the world, so
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, but just a world and talking to characters is like the basics, and they all will do that. Bubsy, who's kind of my favorite. So I did pull his plots. So I'll read these real fast. But yeah, so the first one is called Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind. The plot focuses on Bubsy retrieving the world's yarn supply from the aliens who really like wool. These little woolly aliens.
All right.
And then it's part of Bubsy's lore because that he loves yarn. He's a cat who loves yarn, and he actually has the golden fleece is like his most prized possession. And I'm like, yeah, it's starting to get into some fun stuff, like whatever. The golden fleece too, I saw a YouTube video on it, and it's cooler than I thought. I always thought the golden fleece kind of sounded stupid, but it's like a king was forced, or yeah, like he was supposed to kill his son. So it's like an Isaac Abraham-ish kind of thing, because his kingdom is starving. So he's going to kill his firstborn son. But then like one of the gods, not Zeus, because he's going to kill his son to Zeus, I think. One of the gods is like, nope. And they give the son a flying golden ram right as he's about to be killed. And it takes him away and he flies. It's him and his sister both fly away. And they're like, you were going to kill us, Dad. Fuck. Fly away over the ocean. But the sister doesn't make it. She falls and drowns in this one spot.
Oh,
That's
no.
famous now where she makes it. So then the guy finally gets to like a new kingdom with the golden ram. And he's like, fuck, that was crazy. Golden ram. That's badass. All right, I got to kill you and sacrifice you to Zeus now. So he kills that golden ram that just saved him, sacrifices it to Zeus as a thank you, and then that becomes the golden fleece. And the golden fleece is the like most prized possession in the world, kind of.
Does it have powers? The fleece?
The golden police.
Does the golden fleece have powers?
I don't know. I forget now. And then yeah, the other time it comes up is with the Jason and the Argonauts, because that is Jason, his rightful throne. He goes to claim it, but then it's his like is already king and hates him, and he's like, tell you what, I'll let you have my kingdom when you retrieve the golden fleece. and Jason's like, I accept. but then he gets help from Hercules and a bunch of other
Yeah.
cool people.
He cheats. He cheated for sure.
Yeah. So Bubsy 2. Bubsy infiltrates Oinker's Amazatorium, a theme park that saps information away from history and puts it on display for his personal profit. So yeah, Bubsy 2. Bubsy 2 coming in hot with like, these are like semi-original fun. Both of these, the first one's like kind of standard, but the second one's pretty original. Then Bubsy in Fractured Furry Tales. This game sees Bubsy traversing across fairy tale land to rescue the kidnapped Mother Goose, whose absence has caused fairy tales such as Alice in Wonderland and Jack the Beanstalk to become corrupted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's another one that's kind of awesome. Sounds good. Sounds a little similar to Jake's idea about jumping through between stories and having a hub world and stuff. But I like, I mean, that's cool. But
Yeah, they did a Mickey Mouse game like that for the Sega Genesis that was great. Where you go into like Alice in Wonderland world. It's awesome.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I wrote that further down as like mascots, they pair really well with fairy tales, and that happens all the time. And that's even like Mickey. Like some of Mickey's best stories as a mascot are just do a fairy tale but put Mickey in the lead role as a borderline silent protagonist.
Because they're like an avatar. You know?
Yeah.
I have been so autistically confused by this entire presentation so far. You're just talking about iconic characters. What is this? What do you?
No, it's not just iconic characters because, as we said, Guts is not a mascot,
right?
And even Naruto is not a mascot.
You couldn't throw them in Wonderland.
It hasn't been intentionally made into a brand representative.
Okay, no. But it's the whole thing is mixed in with video game stuff, which is like an entire different thing. Like logo.
No, we're talking about mascots in general across all of humanity.
I know, but an iconic video game character can be used as a mascot.
But then again, the intention matters.
It's like if you
making something a mascot.
Is
part of what makes a mascot.
I'm trying to reverse engineer the aura farming that if you want like mascot energy in your characters, like, and that is like, that gives it an iconic quality if you're able to do that. But the iconic is not all like what we're getting to. Like maybe Bubsy, maybe he's not a mascot.
I know, but it's like, it's a logo as a character. And then a lot of these are like when they try and make a story that uses the mascot character, it's like you're just trying to be as basic and interchangeable as possible, but then have something that's a little bit unique about it.
I think the unique thing about mascots is the design, and the characters can and usually are pretty superficial, you know? So you couldn't have
they're the logo and feeling of the company as a character. This is what a mascot is. Like you try and personify a product or a brand, but then like obviously it's with the video game stuff. This is just good character design. This is just good character creation.
So, are you disputing that the original list that Pear pulled up, a lot of those characters aren't mascots?
To me, none of their original list of mascots, and like it's I love all of those iconic 90s video game characters, and like they have like a whole other, it's like two discussions in one. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
So shall we do a poll? Should we ask chat, are iconic characters mascots, or do they have to be intentionally brand representatives?
It's like Totoro. He's used as one, but he isn't created to be one. Like
he wasn't created to be one, but I would say he's a mascot, but it works for both the lamp and ball in Pixar and for Totoro because they're part of the founding story of the company. Therefore, they're tied to the brand.
What about
everything
like
else
Mario
made going forward?
I would say Mario.
We're just establishing like a checklist. So some will check everything, and then check just like one thing.
But I can concede that the original list, for example, Link probably he's an iconic character. He's not a mascot. But I would say Totoro is because it's part of a founding story of the studio.
It's Well, in a way, the design of all the Nintendo characters and then how they get adopted as mascots, it's like technically they are like
Mario.
it's just it's like yeah, it's a whole design point of view of like all of the factors that make you think they're characters. They have make them you think they're mascots. They have recognizable silhouettes. They have well-formed color palettes. Like they when you look at them, you kind of see what they can you can see the adventure you would go on when you look at them. Like it's there's so much packed into it. Um
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, look,
Bubsy,
at least there are people in the chat that agree with me, so I'm not being a
No, I think it's both. It's not a. I haven't been convinced to 100% that it has to be that, because I think Totoro, for example, is one of the rare instances where an iconic character can become a mascot. But in general, I think you're right.
it's like a lot of so the same way that you would try and adapt a mascot to a story like a comic or a film, it's the same kind of thought process of designing a character like Bubsy and then thinking, well, what's the story of the next fucking Bubsy game? I don't know. He's a cat and he collects wool. What kind of simple thing can we, what like all they're thinking is what will create creative level designs and like 8 worlds to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that.
and Bubsy's like more of a failed mascot too. So he's kind of being studied from that he's kind of not a mascot because he's failed. But he wants
Mickey
to be.
Mouse is the same, where he was part of the founding story and then became the mascot. Now you don't like Disney doesn't produce Mickey Mouse serialized animations. I think that would actually destroy. I think it would damage their brand if they did
They have, though,
make
in the past.
stories in the past. But I think if they continued that and made that like their central thing, it was part of their founding story. But if that was the main thing they focused on instead of just the brand representative, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I
No,
think it would kind of damage the mascot.
You're right. I think
then.
they moved away from that. I know there's a few buried in the vault, some Mickey shorts that they did. One in particular, they did. It's like a horror one that
Yeah,
is.
the Halloween one. I mean, that's what the company mostly was built on, was shorts from the 40s dealing with those characters. Goofy as well. He got famous because he was like all those how-to shorts that they did.
Their big breakout was Snow White, though, and the last thing I've seen Mickey in story-wise was Fantasia.
Yeah,
they've done
ages
like
ago.
straight to streaming shorts with Mickey.
Sure,
but I mean, it's like they don't get
not a
super
feature-length film.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, there is still story stuff. I will concede that.
Dele says, "What about Uncle Sam?" Yeah, I think so.
Uncle Sam. There you go, Merca.
Okay, real fast here. In the game, Bubsy's kidnapped and the Woolies take their home planet. He must construct a rocket ship to escape. Yeah, super basic. Bubsy, the Woolies strike back. They just come again and they get the golden fleece this time, and he's got to get it back. Bubsy paws on fire. By the golden fleece that's almost like overlapping with like a fairy tale, kind of similar, but that's
for sure.
I think that works good. The combination with mythology or fairy tales or cryptids or whatever, but folk stuff. Bubsy paws on fire. Bubsy and his allies must free trapped animals from the Amazotorium, Ornker's personal zoo. Bubsy 40 retrieving the golden fleece again. So yeah, they kind of get less cool as they go. But so here's the original Donkey Kong story, the first appearance of Mario. I didn't know this, but it's canon that Mario laughed at the Donkey Kong was a monkey in the circus, and Mario laughed at him, and then that offended Donkey Kong because he was like juggling or whatever.
Jumpman, they called him.
Yeah, then Jumpman laughs at him. Yet. So then he steals Jumpman's girlfriend, which I forget her name, Pauline, I think. And runs to the top. He has to go get him. And then in Donkey Kong Jr., his Donkey Kong son, Mario's the bad guy, and Donkey Kong's son rescues Donkey Kong Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Donkey Kong Country, it's Donkey Kong's banana hoard gets stolen by King K. Rool. That is literally the story. That's all it is. But what's fun, I think, like I'm kind of in a phase of liking simple stories because there is kind of a lot in that world. Like they have the whole island. There's like 20 characters. There's a lot of like kind of fun tools besides the characters or whatever. Like transportation, what animals and power ups and everything. There's a list of like everything. But yeah, so that's an idea with the mascot is like just building out the world, that direction. And then Diddy Kong Racing had a good plot, so I want to read that really fast. I didn't realize, I was wondering like what would like a fighting game, if a fighting game has a plot, or if a racing game has a plot, like what even is the plot? And the examples that you find, they are like kind of fun. So Timber the tiger's parents go on vacation with the Kong family and leave their slightly incompetent son in charge of the island they live on, leaving him and his friends to race for fun. Their enjoyment is derailed when an evil intergalactic pig wizard named Wizpig arrives at their peaceful Timbers Island and attempts to take over after he conquered his own planet's racetrack. Guardians, Tricky the Triceratops, Bluey the Walrus, Bubbler the Octopus, and Smokey the Dragon into his henchmen. The only solution available to the island's inhabitants is to defeat Wizpig in an elaborate series of races that involves cars, hovercrafts, and airplanes. Drumstick, the best racer on the island, failed this challenge and was transformed into a frog by Wizpig's black magic. Timber sends a letter to his childhood friend Diddy Kong. See, this is like epic. This could actually be a comic or a manga or whatever. Diddy Kong, who at this point became a full-fledged video game hero after Donkey Kong Country 2, to call for help, and Diddy in turn recruits his friends Banjo and Conquer the Squirrel, while Timber gathers the remaining inhabitants of the island to help, which that gets a little that fun meta overlap stuff that mascots are good at. They eventually complete all of Wizpig's challenges and confront Wizpig himself to race and defeat him. Shortly afterwards, Wizpig leaves for his home planet, Future Funland, fearing that Wizpig would again attempt to invade Timbers Island. The islanders travel to Future Funland for a second challenge. Then Wizpig loses the second race. The rocket he rides on malfunctions and blasts him to a distant planet, and peace returns to Timber Island for good. In the ending, the cutscene of Wizpig's spaceship finding him and retrieving him, with Wizpig maniacally laughing in the background, is shown, teasing a sequel. 10 years later, on its anniversary, Diddy Kong Racing DS was released.
Yeah, I think most fighting games do have stories to them. They're just very briefly explored. I mean, look at Mortal Kombat turned into a movie. They did that.
Yeah.
And
Tekken, if you watch like the opening video of Tekken, that could be studied. That's a lot of fun where like every character has their own plot and they all come together for this fighting tournament. And yeah, they do that pretty good in the cinematics of Tekken. Like, yeah. So special cases, Santa Claus. Yeah, we kind of all know this one, but it's Coca-Cola kind of, and they do have the rights to like Santa Claus. It's
Jake, would you agree that Santa Claus is a mascot?
Coca-Cola he is.
Just for Coca-Cola?
Well, I mean, I want to engage with this so much. I really want to.
He wants what? He wants to engage?
Yeah, I want to get engaged. He's a mascot for the idea that kids should do as they're fucking told. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, what does he become a mimetic?
Oh my god!
Well, so what Coca-Cola claims, or it seems like it's sort of true, is he wasn't a fat, rosy-cheeked red man before Coca-Cola hired that artist to paint him that way.
To make him red.
He was wearing green. It was like an Icelandic fairy tale. This guy like takes his niece off on some weird adventure. It's like there's a whole thing behind it. It just becomes memeified. Yeah, essentially Coke did turn. They made a mascot based on their own rendition of the Santa Claus story, right? So literally, I would say yes. Coke made that Santa, and now everyone says that's Santa. So yeah, literally yes.
Yeah.
It's so much that anytime you see, at least every time I see a a Santa on a billboard, my brain subconsciously thinks is Coke, even if it's not.
Yeah,
And that's the power of effective marketing.
but like it was created by them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it literally is. I suppose why I'm struggling is because I know you want to draw stuff from this, and so but it's like all of the things that you looked at are basically how to really simply and effectively communicate stuff. Like the video game stuff, like you have to keep it simple. It like
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that because you're hung up on that.
Yeah, I feel like you're hung up on the initial meme, but I think we've agreed, but I don't know if we've all agreed, but I am at I reached a conclusion that those characters weren't mascots, they were just iconic characters. Mascots are brand created representatives.
Yeah, and this is like an approach. This is a way in to try and reverse engineer and see. Yeah, I didn't think saying is like, why not just do good design? Why not just just do it basic the way you normally would? It'd be exactly the same thing. But
because
I'm just curious about this
that's
separate
the same
approach.
thing, though. Yeah. No, that's the same thing. So I've had my Hellion Arts mascot pulled up, and I actually do have a mascot for my brand, but it's not in Fiendish, which is the one and only story that is being produced. But I've been hesitant to. There you go. That's the logo for Hellion Arts, which is my publishing.
Wait. Is it officially not in the story? Because I remember talking to you about this.
It might be, but I have a plan for it to be, but I was very hesitant to put it in the story, and I haven't been able to figure out why. And I think it's part of this mascot versus iconic main character differentiation. So the brain processes by which I go through to design my characters and make them memorable is completely different than building the mascot. Because even though Fiendish is my only story so far for Hellion Arts, my publishing company, the logo has nothing to do with Fiendish. I wanted the logo to reflect the name Hellion Arts and also be memorable and have a very interesting, visually interesting silhouette. So it's like this little demon character. And I do have a plan to maybe make it a character in the story, but I was very resistant at first because if I did put it in a story, it has to be good because it represents the entire brand, right? I cannot fuck this up.
He looks like the offspring of the new villain.
There you go. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's the best.
Yeah, the new villain dies a bit. He's Baby Nut.
Yeah, that's Baby.
That's Baby Nut right there. Well, no, like how you would like through simplification adapt that into give that a story. It's like that's the demon that's on your shoulder whenever you're drawing or writing Fiendish, and it's whispering in your ear. And then when everyone's reading it, like he's with them reading it. Like if it was an actual mascot character and you were going to make some mascot media based on it, like if you were to make a video game about it, you'd think of a story that suits a video game. Then it'd be like, yeah, he's collecting pages of the books to put together, and then like he's forging I don't know. You know what I mean? He's got to get to the top of Story Island to shove all the pages in.
Sounds demonic.
Yeah, video games are different. I mean, I've heard this said so many times that, stories ruin video games, which I don't know if it's true. Not really a gamer. But does having too much of a story ruin a mascot? That might be what people are talking about.
Maybe. So, the video game simplified story stuff pair. What I think is like maybe you're connecting with it and thinking what's the value in this is like because it's for a video game, it's like you need clearly defined who I am, what I can do, where I'm gonna do it, where I start from, where I'm gonna travel through, where I've got to get to, and who's trying to stop me, who's gonna be there when I get there, who do I have to take out, what do I get to collect? Like all of this stuff is perfect for making a fun story. Like if you take all the things that it's like the trial and error of people making games, right, has basically pinpointed what people like, memetically the concepts people like to engage with. But because of the low fidelity of that era, they had to mega simplify, iconographize everything. And like, yeah, so when you come at it from an say a storyteller's point of view, you're seeing this really boiled down, like perfect memeified way of just story, and you're like, that's all you need. And I fully agree with you on that. But like, I just thought it would be cool to discuss like why these things are. You know what I mean? It's like the video, all that video game stuff, all of those elements, they're just in the DNA of a human.
Yeah.
Apparently, loose has like a bunch of different variations. I did not find the golden cow, so for now, that is not confirmed.
Okay, check
But
this
there's
out.
Doggo.
Do you guys remember Buddy Christ?
Yeah, from Dogma.
Yeah, yeah. And
I've never seen it.
at the time, it's like an atheist making a joke, like, the Catholic Church is dumb.
I would love that. I if I'm drawing Jesus, I'm drawing him doing cool stuff like that. You know, I've drawn pictures of Jesus with his arm around Connell saying, "Cheer up, buddy," like stuff like that.
Yeah. No. So it's actually kind of like, especially in hindsight, I think Buddy Christ has aged really well. But what's hilarious is if you read what they are. So let me see. It's like Buddy Christ is a parody religious icon created by Kevin Smith. In the film, Buddy is part of a campaign called Catholicism Wow to renew the image and interest in the Catholic Church. Blah, 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 blah. So let me read Loose here. Loose is like part of a campaign to renew the image of the Catholic Church. You know what I mean? Like it's exactly the same. So if you cut to 20 years later, we didn't get Buddy Christ, but we did get Loose. So it's like Kevin Smith was onto something.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
That's funny.
So
like
yeah.
Remember that diagram that explained all of the design decisions in Loose? We pulled that up right when she came out.
Yeah, they list some of those
The one
here.
on the boots and all that stuff.
Yeah. I think Loose would be cool, maybe, but it is weird. It's fucking Loose as in Lucifer, but they're like, no, it's light. I'm like,
I think that's a lot of weird.
Well, Lucifer means light bringer, so that's not necessary. They could have thought through it better. They should have thought through it better, but it's not.
Or did they
necessarily
think through it?
thing. Or maybe they did, Phil.
You know,
they did.
Pat, in this, what you should look
That's
at,
horrible.
if this is the kind of vein of stuff that's interesting you, is like Blind Buck's character design.
what's that? Like OC style?
No, you know those vinyl figures, like a Labubu, essentially.
Yeah.
Before we get off Loose, did you guys see when Doug, what's that guy's name? Doug Ernst went to Japan for that convention recently, and it was during around Thanksgiving. He went to Mass in Japan, and they had a little statue of Loose there to greet people.
Of course they would. Of course they would.
Cool.
So Loose.
Look at these variations of Loose I pulled up. They have a whole array of characters. Look at this. It's like Loose and friends. Look at this.
They have like a Sonic. It's all Sonic's buddies.
They could have mixed up. They could have been a bit more creative with the friends.
Yeah,
They
that's true.
could have. This is just like Loose and diversity, basically.
I like
But,
the cherub though. It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like the cherub
the
is
bird.
cute, a little dove. Honestly, this was
Doug.
I think this was a good idea. This did help. It did push them into people's consciousness that the Vatican is a thing that's trying to modernize, and people were talking about it. So good on them.
Yeah.
Footloose.
Okay, so a random thing, but so if you're trying to like recreate this aura and you're gonna do like a book, you're like, I want it to be iconic, I want to have a little mascot energy to it. Then usually the title of the character is the title of the book, that's like kind of a separate thing. It can be a good thing, but not always have to do it. But and then you're picking a fun setting, you're picking fun side characters almost before you do anything else. Like it's like a little bit closer to like, people make OCs and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
It's like that creative process rather than, and then when you actually get to the story, you're almost plugging in a simple fairy tale or whatever and that's kind of almost like part of the fun, almost. But
Yeah,
what?
I was just saying it would be interesting to go down that path of starting just with like those iconic designs and plugging in a already tried and true kind of plot around it, you know.
Yeah,
It's a cool way to look at it.
A little, even an exercise or something. If I did it, I think it would just be like a little short comic. But
Yeah.
sometimes things can come up from it more. But so the psychology of mascots, there is some funny stuff. Does a mascot have a job? I feel like most of them kind of do. Like their job is maybe to sell their product. And this is maybe from the meta frame of mind too. Like if you picture them behind the scenes, like do they go home to their house and then they are trying to represent their company? But a lot of times, yeah, the job is to represent the company. Are they good at it or bad at it? Like there could be a mascot who's bad at it. Like that's funny. So like, yeah, a mascot for student loans who is bad at it. Does a mascot mind their own business? That's like Bugs Bunny. That's like maybe Mickey Mouse in a lot of his stories. If you're going to write stories about them, when even with like story structure, a lot of times you start with them in like a state of normalcy before shit hits the fan and then the story gets rolling. So like what does their state of normalcy look like? A lot of times it is like, there I was just minding my own business. Then all of a sudden some guy comes down my rabbit hole. Had to kill him.
Just randomly.
Yeah. Do they like to collect things? Some of these are like hypothetical questions. I'm like, yeah, some of them do. Are they good, evil, or neutral? A lot of times they're good. That's kind of like Mickey. That's like Mickey's one trait I can think of is like, he's like a good person. He's like a straight man, kind of boring. But yeah, if you're a good person, you'll get by. Like if that works or whatever. Mascot jealousy and FOMO at other mascots. And in kind of a meta context and a non-meta context. So like non-meta means like same universe, same story, Bugs and Daffy kind of competing. They don't like each other. They get jealous of each other. They get FOMO. They recognize each other as like a competitor kind of, or like their competition. But then in a meta sense, yeah, they also compete with either other people who aren't even in their world. Like they could bump into
Michael Jordan.
like Roger Rabbit or something. And then there's like some psychology there of like, all right, who's the alpha in this situation or whatever. And power rankings. Like I think they all sense their power rankings and like Michael Jordan's is pretty high, obviously. If they bump into Michael Jordan, they're like, shit, we got to do what he says. He's Michael Jordan. What do mascots mix well with? They mix well with the super simple good guy, bad guy, rescue the princess, fairy tales, aliens, mad scientist, and I put zombies, but I didn't have an example of zombies, but I'm like, that would be fun. Any mascot mixed with zombies sounds fun to me. Like literally like Tony the Tiger in Kellogg's HQ and zombie apocalypse, and he has to.
The zombie juice got into the cereal, and now everybody that eats Frosted Flakes is now a zombie. What will he do?
Yeah. So Tony has to go out and put them all down.
Yeah,
put them out of their misery.
Here, I pulled this up because we didn't even. Maybe I didn't hear you guys talk about it, but did you guys mention the Mighty Mascots comic?
No, who dat?
Yeah, this is from. This used to be published at Alterna. You guys don't remember Mighty Mascots?
No, Phil, you passed out for like an hour of the show. We spent an hour on this.
Talking about it?
Yeah.
He's experiencing time skip. He was abducted by aliens. Phil, how does your butthole feel? Do you get anal probed? That's how you know if you got abducted by aliens.
Did you guys talk about this already?
Look, not all of
they're
this
pulling your leg.
Lineally.
Well, this is a comic. What'd you say, Jake?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so there is a comic about mascots. I would want to. Yeah, I'd be curious. Yeah. And it looks like it's kind of doing the meta thing, like the hub, like they all come together from different worlds, different stories.
Yeah, so is this like copyright safe versions of well-known mascots?
I can't believe you guys don't remember when he was
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
No, I've never
I forgot the
seen
guy's name.
this.
I'm sure
I've
some
never
people in
heard
the
about
chat
it.
have read it too. I didn't read it.
Who is
He
it
was at
by?
all Turner for a bit, and then they went separate ways. Reckless
Okay.
Sidekick Productions. What was his name? Morome remembers, right? His name Gary or
Don't
something.
know what's-
Pepperidge Morome.
I only- I know freaking. I know
Let's see
Pete
about.
Smitty, and that's about it. If you can
Keith
I've
Gleason.
never heard of this guy,
Yeah, there he is,
but
right there.
cool. Good
Keith.
for him.
He
He's
looks
on
like
the
a
left.
gleeful son.
Whoa, look at that guy.
Neat.
Yeah, go check it out. I'm sure you
Um,
could buy it.
He should get a cream for his clearly infected skin.
All right, so I'm done except for this. So this is like make a mascot. So you pick a product, you pick a setting. So this is like of the order of operation. So it's funny to start with the consumerism first. Or
That
whatever.
is funny.
Pick a product, pick a setting, pick a
Cool
sidekick, a
software.
bad guy, a mentor, love interest, ally. Then you got to decide: is it aliens or fairy tales, or maybe zombies?
Three
And
options.
then yeah, and then any motifs. And I only put that because I was like, that is like kind of a thing that is awesome that comes up randomly, like mushrooms in Mario, or just the fact Donkey Kong is like a jungle with awesome tree forts and bananas.
Or like rings.
Yeah, like rings for Sonic, even that kind of stuff is super legit. So just thinking of something. And then I found this image. This is the
Ooh.
last image. This is
Yeah,
like
that's
some
great.
old retro Mario art. This looks so great.
Well done.
Mario is
That looks like fun.
Yeah, I like how his
Jake's having an
eyebrows.
internal meltdown right now that you're bringing this up as a mascot.
I'm not angry at all during this whole thing. I'm just
I'm joking.
Mario. It was destined for greatness from the beginning.
Is Mario a mascot? Because
Yeah.
I don't know the history of Nintendo, but does Mario count as a mascot? What do you say? People who
Yeah,
actually know
I would
Nintendo.
say he was Nintendo's number
Yeah,
one mascot.
I think so.
he was adopted as a mascot officially.
Okay. So he was
Yeah.
made into a mascot after he had a game.
They might have even looked at Jumpman and gone, "Do we need a mascot type of character out of this Mario? Let's change him to be way more cool." And they might have actually designed this version of Mario to be more mascot-like.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Well then, now we know.
Like it's
That's great art.
it's just the memification of all character design and storytelling elements. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you give them a job, you give them the place they do their job, you have a standard task that they do at the job, you have the person that's always in their way. It's basically you take every storytelling element, memify it, and iconography it as much as you can.
Yeah. You sounds like you don't like mascots though.
No,
Sounds like
no.
You got a bone to pick.
No. Basically, everything you've described is everything I always try to do with anything I make. And so, like,
So you feel like mascots are stealing your thunder.
no. Like, all of this stuff is what I think makes things people actually give a shit about them. Well, and like,
Yeah. Because the mascots they're working on some level. Because they're so successful. Mario especially.
you turn everything into a brainworm. It's just all of this is like a list of brainworms.
That's
Yeah.
true, and I can tell, especially after having consumed Carnal, I could tell that every character, or whatever, you tend to make every character a brainworm, something very memorable, and that's especially true for Carnal. So I can tell that's what you try to do, but I can also concede that a lot of principles that apply to good character design and just iconic characters apply to mascots as well.
Yeah.
But I think the main differentiation is just mascots are meant to represent a brand instead of a character's place in a story. It's about what they're made.
Yeah, like
to
if Carnal
represent,
sold out,
yeah.
then he would be a mascot. But he checks a lot of the boxes. Even like his name is the title of the
Well, it's
book.
like if Carnal would be the mascot for like a brand of beer, but like if he was a mascot first, like the story would be that someone stealing his beer all the time and he's got to go get it back, which is the Donkey Kong in the Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze stuff. It's like they steal the bananas, you got to get the bananas back. Like, share my thing.
TC
Yeah.
is going to be traumatized by tonight's stream.
This
Also,
is
guys,
another wonderful.
I will word things
historical-
weirdly. What do you expect? That's just me.
Like, these are all mascots, and they're all specifically designed to represent.
Are
and-
they though? Are
Ye-
they
yes,
really
yes,
mascots?
yes, They didn't have a story. They're actual mascots made for you guys for this show, and they're specifically designed so that okay, like Pear being a shape-shifting novel thing. Like, look, you have 2 human characters and 2 animal characters. There's already a weird mix there. Like, I can't even explain it. Like
This is kind of like a meta hub represented, even like all these characters came from
Amazing.
their own different worlds. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, in a way, and like
Yeah.
they're all trying to be the most narrowed down visual memification of a exaggerated version of the stereotypes of the people they're representing.
Like Rini's goat's eye. There, you see that?
yes, the evil goat
Fucking
eye.
weird goat's eye. Yes.
Well, yeah, like, but she's permanently grinning. Like, okay, Irene's thing is like she's always acting overly super happy, like all the time. Like she's being intense all the time.
And drunk.
Like the construction of her face has that permanent pushed up cheek because it's like a constantly forced smile all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Phil, he's it's not like he's spilling the beans about his life all the time. Like there's a cool guy thing with the lenses because it's like a cool 90s guys thing, but you also can't see what's going on inside his head because his eyes are covered.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to know.
You wouldn't want to know.
What about Duff Man?
Each of
Oh,
them
yeah,
have each of
totally.
them have a tool, by the way, as well. They have a video game ability tool. You have because you're Pat, you're the writer, the cerebral, listing ideas all the time. So you have your little thing in pen. Phil's like, I guess he likes guns. Do you love guns, Phil?
Now he does.
No, you do.
I need guns, lots of guns.
But it's
of
like-
course Phil likes guns. He likes Trigun.
But it's like
Who doesn't
Phil
like guns?
couldn't have also like Phil couldn't have also had a freaking piece of paper and a pen because like then it would be 2 characters doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Epignosis asked who the sidekick is. The sidekick is either the Skull Mug or Napoleon. We have a sidekick.
Yeah, we'll have
We
like a
have
butler in the
developed
mansion.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be a funny story. Each of us try and find our sidekick. You would have the characters would have like a who is the leader thing, and they're like, well, there is no leader. It's like, well, we want to all be our own leader of our own thing. So they go off.
You know what? You know what it is? Yeah, it's like I went on a hike with my friends like 10, actually it might be like 20 years ago now. But we got lost and we took turns who could lead zigzagging up and down the mountain because one leader is like, we'll go to the ridge and move along the ridge. Then the other leader is like, this is terrible. We're going to the river. We're going to the valley, hitting the river. We're going to walk up the river. And then someone's like, all right, it's my turn to lead. We're going to the ridge again. And
That
was
sounds
terrible.
like a series of very bad ideas.
Yeah, but that's like us, Creative Block.
Yeah. Never get. But
I think the butler should be the ghost of Napoleon.
you're not Bancroft.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Bancroft.
Bumblecroft.
Yeah.
Bumblecroft,
Bancroft
is
is
the
the groundskeeper.
He's the merchant and the groundskeeper.
Bancroft. Well, like that's another fun mascotized character if we did a Bancroft thing, because the joke with him is like he's every shopkeeper you meet. He's the butler. He's the gardener. Like he's just insert character here guy.
The NPC, but in a different outfit or whatever.
Yeah.
Your Bumblecroft drawing was funny because that was like the Morton Salt thing. There's actually kind of a lot of information in that drawing. Like he has rollerblades, on his feet and some other stuff. But
Let's say another memeified thing in the mascot vein. You're trying to imply as much as possible with as little as possible. And that applies to every aspect of it. Like Mario, he has a job, he's a plumber, he's wearing plumber's overalls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and with Mario, some of these, I think that appeals to me is like it's almost like the randomness. It's like, why is Mario a plumber? Why are there mushrooms everywhere? Like, who thought of this shit? And it's amazing.
Somebody
Like
who's
those
very high.
motifs, like the story is Rescue the Princess. That's fun too. But like, yeah,
So,
who thought of that?
For us, the Japanese stuff is random shit. But
Yeah.
in Japan, a lot of stuff gets pulled from folklore and stuff. Like a bunch of the stuff in Mario is pulled from that, and it's like mixed with Disney princess shit.
Yeah.
True.
Is the mushroom stuff? Is it Neverland? No, what's it? What's it called? The one Phil likes.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, is it Alice in Wonderland? Because she eats mushrooms to get big and little.
I don't know the lore.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know if they.
Hey,
I
maybe.
mean, I guess now thinking of it, that's probably where they got it, huh?
It's a meme-ified idea that's already been trial and errored.
Yeah,
and knowing it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of folklore stuff in Japanese and media and anime. It's like Spirited Away has all these weird creatures. They're not random. It's all from folklore, but we just don't understand what they mean.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's the end of my presentation. I'm gonna run and grab a hot dog, and then we can
cool.
Come.
You got a video to play?
Another hour. Let me see. I don't think so.
I was wondering where Alex was because he hasn't said anything in a really long time. So I asked him, but he's still here. He said,
I'll grab my gifts from Alex.
Well, I scrolled back and I saw the last thing he said before he said he was here was Jake stopped being autistic.
Alex is here. He just posted. Dango Solo, are you here? Dango Solo, if you're here, I apologize for missing your member chat.
Chat, did I make the show more fun or less fun? Because I need to know that for the future.
You made it more interesting.
You added to the discussion.
Perspective.
There was just a little part
Don't
there where
it.
I didn't get. Where you were being negative Nancy. But other than that.
Oh no, I'm looking forward to this. I'm because whenever we do any presentation, my brain is always like, okay, what's the point? Like, what are we getting at? Like, what is the aim here? And I guess the aim sometimes is we're just gonna take a walk through the forest, I guess, and point at cool trees and cool mushrooms.
Yeah.
No, it was a good presentation. I apologize if I was too obnoxious. I've been half drunk most of the time, but it was a very good show. Thank you.
That means Reni's going to be a good actor for her line reading later.
No, I think I contribute more. I do better when I'm slightly drunk. So
just wake up, drink. You'll have a better day.
I will. I should start doing that.
All right, BRB.
Yeah, I agree, Camel. That was my favorite part of the show.
Part where JK did the topic and show of a bath right now in this
Definitely what happened.
Cool.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna entertain it. That's fine. It's
hair looks weird.
The reason why I was being autistic is like, it doesn't even matter.
Well, iconic character design is kind of what you're chasing all the time. And you were gonna get hung up on this no matter what. It was inevitable.
It's just here's a list of ways to make something appealing. Hey,
that's more than just making something appealing.
No, it's like
more than that.
Appeal, relatability, like impact, like it's a meme-ified.
It's more than that. It's about brand representation, but it's like there's an overlap, but it's not the same thing as a meme-ified or appealing character.
What is this word, memeification? Memeified. It's not a word.
It means memify. How do you not
know what memification is, Phil?
You're the youngest one.
It's not a word.
You
spanned it for the last 2 hours.
If you put ification or mugrification or something on the end of a word,
mugrification.
Memogrification, emancipation proclamation.
Mugifying. New word.
Memify. Okay, it's to what is to memify? It's to exaggerate in a way that is instantly communicatable. Like, yeah, it's just
To make memeable.
everything I ever make is always trying to do like every single one of these things at the same time. That's why I was just confused, because I'm like, this is just how you do anything, right?
Would you say the creative block characters are memeified versions of us?
That was the attempt. It was also an attempt to make versions of us that we can see as slightly representative of us, but different enough where if eventually a story was getting made where the characters did stuff that they weren't happy with, we didn't get pissed off.
What's the difference between saying memeified and cartoonified?
Cartoonified is simplified and boiled down to its essence, but it's not intended to trigger that repetitive response in the consumer/viewer. When you memeify something, you're making it simplified, but you're trying to communicate or make it so that other people and fans and readers and viewers and consumers want to repeat it and use it to express themselves.
A replicating idea, a self-replicating idea.
Nature of a meme is it repeats, it self-replicates.
Like, to cartoonify in a way is to simplify, but to simplify is not to memeify.
Well, what would, so there's no other word that predates the modern use of the word meme?
It's just, okay, but meme is a word that represents a specific way an idea is. It's a visual communication of an idea.
It's an internet age phenomenon because you can only have that kind of fast self-replication in the internet age. So I do think memification is the only word that could express what we're saying.
Because there's a meme is an idea, a thought, and like, it's the thought that's packed into the visual. The visual is a representative of the meme. The visual itself isn't the meme. Like, if I say, like, if I have an image that says you lost the game, like, it's not, that image isn't the meme. The meme is the concept of the game. And then you just lost it, everyone. Like Haktua, everyone, the way that meme gets used, it's like an idea of, isn't modern meme culture itself ridiculous? Like, Haktua is only something where the true meme of Haktua is on. We've reached peak like self of like has gone.
Oh, there he goes.
But no one designed Haktua.
But we're not talking about mascots.
Okay,
memification is not the same as mascots.
When you're trying to use memification in your thought process for creating all storytelling elements and designs, you are trying to make a Haktua. Like,
but intentionally. A mascot is an intentional memification.
Yeah. Like,
but not all memifications are mascots, because things can go that's just going viral. Things that go virals are memified. But that doesn't mean every single clip that goes viral is a meme. Or is a mascot. Other way around.
I do like that you're struggling with this.
Bill's either
this is great.
Sincerely confused, or he's just fucking with us.
No, I hope he's confused.
No, because like, if you made those creative block designs in 1990,
and they're all different. They're all competing cereal boxes. Pear is like water rose. They're like cereal, but it's water. And you,
if you deleted the word, are you making the argument that the word memification has to exist for what you've done and what you're trying to do?
Oh, no. I could use more words. The way language works, Phil, is usually you have a word that's a representative word of a list of other words, right? Like, you know how the Germans have a million different words for very specific types of nostalgia, but then in English you'd say, yes, it's like the longing for a time that that never even existed. You know, but
Right.
Germans would call it like remember Stelzen.
Sure.
But when I say a memification of something, do you actually get what is meant by that, or do you want the list of words? You know what I mean? Like,
I just don't know. I think it's a too broad, vague of a term
okay.
for you to have like specific details of what you're trying to achieve with it.
Would you accept iconographizing?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny because to me, iconographizing that's broader than memification.
It is, but I tried to think of a word that maybe
They're
Phil.
very similar, but yeah.
It's like brainworm is literally okay. You make everything a brainworm. Maybe instead of meme is brainworm. Like you present elements with a certain kind of juxtaposition that it creates a matrix of possibility that the audience then thinks of. Like, okay, let's take the video game thing. Character, thing they can do, place they can do it, enemy they face, thing they collect. These are like elements. The combination creates a matrix of imagination in the mind of an 8-year-old kid that's like, I want to play a Spyro. I wonder what I can burn. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I can't wait to jump on someone 50 million times as Crash. Like, or hey, the new Donkey Kong game, I wonder what world I'm gonna get to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just see an image of like the new big bad and like his minions, and you're like, instantly you're like, I'm wondering what his boss level looks like. I'm wondering what his moves are gonna be. You know what I mean? Like that's the memification in a way. If you've created a design that does that turns into a brainworm, like people already look at Slugsy and are like, what is he? But in an excited way. Like they actually ask the question. Like you're creating, spurring the imagination, food for thought, brainworms. Brr.
Yeah. I just don't like the modernity of words. A new lexicon.
Phil is an old soul.
Phil, all your intro
There's
videos
just-
like chasing the Camel's like, Jake, what the fuck are you talking about? Really? Did I really go off on
There's just
trail?
I mean, it makes sense to me. I feel like we're getting way more into the weeds than we need to be. It's just memification and iconization are very similar, and we're basically, it's whatever helps the person we're talking to understands the concept is what works. Like it doesn't. We don't need to get that into the weeds of it. Understands the concepts. Since Pear's gone, should I show artwork? Because I don't know what happened to him. He said he's gonna get a hot dog. I don't know if that means he's cooking a hot dog or if he's going to the fucking store at like whatever time it is over there.
It means it's funny.
Okay, well, I'm gonna show some artwork before the stream shuts down. I mean, he's not here, so we're not showing the meme unless he comes back. Guys, I've been working on pages. Behold, this is the shit I forgot to show on my own stream earlier.
Guys,
I should not.
My custom-made parental
that.
advisory stickers for a secret.
That's
present.
cool. That's cool. Well, did you you custom made those, right? And they're not just pre-ordered on Amazonia.
I don't think he made them at all.
They may be related to
Bill's just salty today. Look, here, I finished this. Wait, what was the one I was showing before? Oh, this is the one that I posted like on Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, TC says like a little mascot stickers, Jake. That's a new meme now. Is that a mascot? Okay, but is that a mascot?
I feel like TC was uniquely traumatized by this stream. We're going to be hearing a lot about just mascots and iconographization. That is not even a real word from now on.
More of a word than memographization.
Have you not heard memification? How do
It's
you
not a
live on the
word!
internet and you? It is a word.
Memification is
It
a
is a word. The English
word.
language is the malleable language and is constantly evolving. And I've heard memification multiple times. How do you live on YouTube and have you not heard memification before?
We're not Chinese bug people, Phil. All language has
I'm the
phonetics.
Chinese bug person. I have heard memification.
Yeah, but you know a true
But I
language.
speak English.
Yeah, you speak English. So you
Speak
can
English.
create a Charmander and people
Maybe
get,
that
it's a fire
maybe this
salamander.
is just a marker of you and I being too online, Jake. That we know that word.
What? Skate doodly doodly dang diddly doodle says memification is in Cambridge Dictionary.
Yeah,
It's
I
in the
don't
dictionary.
live in or
yeah.
attend Cambridge. Bring
Don't
it to
live-
Webster, baby.
Oh, you don't live in or attend Cambridge, nor do you
Yeah.
speak English, nor do you read dictionaries.
Webster Dictionary.
I already looked it up.
Anyways, look,
Gamification's not in it.
I finished this page.
What
Behold,
meme is?
this was fun. Demons, yay!
Lucy says this episode is brought you closer to Jake. I hope it's brought anyone who is. I was not pissed off, by the way.
No.
Deeply.
Chinglish. So the people, when I meet the people I grew up with, aka everybody else who went to American school in Taiwan, we speak Chinglish. It's like 50% of words are English, 50% are Chinese. It's hilarious. Nobody else understands us. And this is the page I just finished. I've been working on this demon fight. I've been chipping away at it. It's been good.
I'm too addicted to Fortnite.
Well,
every day I wait for the shop on Fortnite to reset at midnight so I can see what new stuff.
It sounds like you're just depressedly holed up in a dark room in dreary old England playing Fortnite, waiting for the shop to refresh every day.
No, Phil, I play too much of it. I want all the cool skins. I want them to bring all the cool stuff back into the store. You should play Fortnite instead of Marvel Rivals, Phil. So you can play with me and Bancroft.
Well, I only play like one night a week.
What is wrong with you? You should destroy your productivity. You should destroy old productivity like I have and instead play video games. Those pages do look absolutely beautiful.
I'm being productive. Look at the fade on. Okay, so
show me that fade.
What that fade?
Look at this fade on the background. So if you've seen my digital inks, I do a lot of like grays. I build a lot of grays into my inks, as in I will, especially on backgrounds, I'll just draw a background, but then I'll erase part of it and make it fade into gray before it meets the foreground characters. Anyways, I've been avoiding doing it in traditional inks, but then here I just used a bunch of whiteout and did this kind of fade in the background, and I realized it doesn't matter because the way they teach you to ink comics traditionally is everything has to be pure black or white, aka thresholded, and it has to be just pure either white or black pixels because that way it prints better. But obviously nowadays printing is good enough where you don't have to do that, and the way Nick colors my inks, he doesn't even threshold it. None of my inks are thresholded, so I can build grays into my inks, and I realized I should start doing that in my traditional ink. So I'm wondering if I'm going to I might just start using gray tones and wash in my inks so it looks more like my digital inks, because it's kind of frustrating how it's hard to add volume in traditional inks sometimes. Anyways, I'm getting too nerdy about it, but this is the page I'm currently working on. It's just Casimir and a demon right now, but here you go. This is my work in progress. Cheers.
Nice. That's cool.
Look at me.
Yeah, that fade looked really cool.
Yeah, I should.
Digital.
I like drawing like that, but I've been resisting because I've been trained to not draw traditional inks that way, but I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? It looks better and it's not a problem. So I'll just start doing that. It's great. Pearl lost his internet. Did he say that?
Really?
Let me check the creative block chat.
No, but he wouldn't be able to talk in the chat because he lost his internet.
He has his phone.
Yeah, he might have.
He doesn't know that.
Non-Wi-Fi.
I assume he is intelligent and he would understand that he should check his phone.
Cal says, Jake, tell us again why you hate Pat. One of the people I definitely don't hate, bro. Real Z.
Hate anybody.
Well, if hair doesn't come back, thanks for the
Oh,
meme,
man.
Alex. Thanks for coming to the creative block. Back all our books. Thank you and Happy New Year's.
Hey, people who are who don't learn, don't grow, don't develop, don't
People that
STFU.
play
I think Jake is
Play
proud of
Fortnite.
you.
Bubble Rivals.
Thank you, Michael.
Fortnite for 70 hours a week.
TC. Oh, come on. That was an interesting presentation. It's one of those subjects that you want to just explore and really tear apart, see if you can get a deeper discussion on. It was fun. It was fun. TC says he's kidding. Well,
I wish I could share my screen.
I know, me too. I have stuff to share.
Dale liked
Oh
it.
well.
Dale said he read Mighty Mascots and it was the best team book in indie comics.
Cool.
It did look really fun.
Yeah,
you guys can
I
show
saw
stuff-
several people recommending that book in the chat.
If you have OBS, you could just put images in OBS, and then like
Too much
show that.
work.
That's true.
Just drag it in. Look, there's a picture of Phil.
We could do it. Oh, yeah, that was great.
Still on my desktop.
Good. It looks good, Phil. That was a great meme.
Totally looks like Phil.
It's like that one when I
You guys,
yeah!
everybody
We
should
were
watch that
gonna
movie.
Oh, speaking of movies, we were gonna have a discussion about Babe. So
That's what I
you
was
guys
saying.
want-
We can talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Babe, but I want to know what Pat thinks of Babe.
Well,
I'll use this avatar. This is me.
I don't
instead.
remember it at all. I saw it when I was a child.
oh my god.
I wasn't really a
It's
fan of
little
those animal movies.
piggy.
Babe is glorious.
It's so good. It's
Now I have to watch it.
wholesome. It's one you should watch it. It struck me that it's a kids movie, but it didn't shy away from dark things, but not in the sense of, yeah, we're going to just put dark things in a kids movie just because. It very much felt like, so it's set on a farm, and the story, spoilers, obviously, I assume everyone has seen this except me before yesterday. The story is about a little pig that gets adopted onto a farm, and he's supposed to be used and fattened up for meat and used for meat, but then he befriends some dogs and he learns to be a sheep herding pig, and it's about his
crazy.
journey into being a sheep herding pig.
Don't
And the
ruin
farmer
it for
eventually, okay, fine,
mean,
I won't
really
tell
care.
you the ending, but it's very cute. And first of all, the whole movie, I was just thinking this would not be made nowadays, because what was present in the movie? Hierarchy.
Yeah.
It's like they would just say openly in the movie, yeah, every species, every animal has their place. And it was just natural. You
Know
have
your
your place.
role.
Dogs have their role, pigs have their role, humans
Rock
have
is
their
right.
role, and you know who's boss, and you follow your role, and you don't
Tony
step out
Danza.
of that because you have a nature ordained place that would never get made nowadays. But
Yeah, he
it
eats
was,
the spider at the end.
Yeah.
it's not Charlotte's Web.
He marries
So-
the spider.
Oh my god.
And it goes inside her. And then goes inside her. Oh!
This is getting weird. Okay, no, it's not Charlotte's Web. At the beginning, I was like, "Is this Charlotte's Web?" Because I have read Charlotte's Web, but no, it's
Hey,
not that.
when he said,
Oh, he's back.
when they
Welcome back.
say that'll do, pig, what did he mean by that?
What was the
It's just a
memification?
line. It's like the farmers. Well, first of all, you should watch the movie again, Phil.
Phil,
But
My
it's
girlfriend
like
wants to watch it now because she heard you
It's like
talking about
the
it.
farmer's line of approval towards the pig.
it was
So
like
it's
a
just a
dad
repeated
saying,
line.
it was literally a father saying, son, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's kind of what that line meant in the movie.
Except
But yeah.
condescending.
No, it wasn't. No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't. It was
I'm
loving.
real
It was
proud
the
of you.
farmer.
You're my
when the
best slave.
farmer every time the farmer was like, "Good job, pig," because the farmer guy's kind of like the stoic guy that doesn't talk much, and his wife is like the opposite, like super fucking talkative, kind of annoying. But like the the idea is the pig would all these steps that the pig went through to gain acceptance, and then there's big trial at the end that I won't spoil for not Pear for Phil.
What, the pig goes on
but
trial?
no, like
Ooh.
trials and tribulations, not like an actual
Oh.
trial. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
anyways, but yeah, I was just thinking that so the moral structure, the moral message of the story was that there is a natural hierarchy and it should be respected. But in the case of merit, and when merit and heart both warranted an exception to that hierarchy, and that exception should be made, and anybody who opposed that exception would regret that decision. And this sort of like there's a hierarchy, but sometimes you can make an exception for merit. That was the message of the story, and I was like, I wish more movies did that. That would never get made nowadays, because
I like that.
if this movie got
That's
made
a-
nowadays, it's
That
a
sounds
good
like a
message.
Star
I'm
Trek
like,
plot.
no, it's not Star Trek. Star Trek is like more woo-woo lefty than that. That's like classic Americana. The whole movie is classic Americana. It's set on a farm, and it's this, yeah, there's a way and things naturally go, but sometimes you need a little wiggle room. And I'm like, this feels like this is just Americana, and it's really nice, and it would never get made nowadays because people would be like, how dare you say that all these animals have a place? This should be everything is equal, and pigs could be whatever the fuck they want.
Sure, but it's just that was a very popular thing in kids films around that era, or messaging to kids. It was the whole idea of you have an outsider character and they're different and they don't fit into the order and they need to go to the bottom, but then they manage to be massively competent and then people have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
No,
Everyone's
that's great though. So that's the thing, is also I think that the most successful manga, shonen manga, follows that trend. Not every single one, but a lot of them do, where there's a hierarchy, but the main character is kind of an exception in some way. For like Deku doesn't have a, what do they call it in My Hero Academia? He doesn't have a natural superpower. He has to work for it, so he's a little different. But through merit and hard work, he earns it. And in was it Black Clover, where the guy has like, he doesn't have magical powers, but he has anti-magic, so he's an exception, but through hard work and ingenuity, he earns it. Mulan is the same way. So a lot of good stories, it's not just of that era, even nowadays, have that formula. And I think that's good, especially for kids media. And
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, I think that's just a good thing in general. It's timeless.
You know what's funny too? There's a new farm animal movie coming out, and it's George Orwell's Animal Farm, which the original story is like it's a communist takeover on the farm that goes as you think it would. It goes terribly or whatever, and so it's like anti-communist book or whatever. But the new movie, they're redoing it and they're making it pro-communist. I'm pretty sure we'll have to watch it to really find out. But
you know what? No. You're actually getting to the heart of what might have happened to like all fucking storytelling. So that original message of like, there is an order, you are different, but you will be accepted outside. Like the order will accept you if you are like it'll change for you if you're fucking competent, right? But now it's that it got changed to you are different. You don't have to learn to become super competent. You're already fucking cool, and they don't see it yet.
Therefore, society must bend around you. And
it's
we must all come
brainwashing.
Yeah,
it's brainwashing people to not try to be exceptional and competent.
But it's like people watched the old Good Idea. And then they're like, I like that, but I don't know why I like it. And then they tried to write stuff that was like the same-ish. And so they had like, I'm different and I get accepted, but they just missed out the excelling part, the merit part. They're like, they were different and then they were accepted. And they just fast track it to, they were always cool.
Yeah. Did I tell you guys my weird anecdote about living in Portland for a little bit? And I went to a comic drawing meetup, and there was a girl working on a project. We were like talking about what we were working on or whatever, and she's like, well, so I have this project, and it's about I want it to be about affirming your friends. The moral of the story is to affirm your friends, and there are these two characters, two girls, and the problem is that one girl affirms her friend 14 times in it, and the other girl only affirms her 2 times.
Oh,
So I'm rewriting it to make them both affirm each other 7 times. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I was like,
Oh,
okay,
what a
what
nightmare.
you originally had actually kind of was a story, because the contrast would create this like element of the story that's like a lesson almost of like affirming, and you could do something with it. But she took that out. She just made it communist gobbledygook or whatever. She turned it
Holy
into a
shit.
how-to pamphlet. It was really weird.
Oh, that sounds just absolutely. This sounds like I would want to punch myself in the face if I had to read that.
Yeah.
God damn.
But even
God
like,
damn.
yeah, because what she in her head is like, oh, this character is acting in a way that society, that my perfect society that I envision in my head, they would not act like this. Everyone has to act like my perfect society that I envision in
Yeah.
my head. And
Sure.
society
my-
must be the
Oh.
outsider, who is me.
yeah, she like
No,
she literally wanted it to be propaganda, but not even like good propaganda that could kind of like trick you, and like I'm all for that if
Yeah.
you can make it good enough.
She
But
wasn't
no.
intelligent enough for that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even as well intentioned as people, as you said, Jake, where people saw the old media and they were like, "Oh, I'm different," and they missed out on the merit part. I think it's on purpose, and maybe the people making the media now, they're not. It's not a big conspiracy or anything, but there's definitely been a soft push to just be more navel gazy. Like it's. I've been thinking about just that one term specifically. So much stuff is super navel gazing. You're thinking about yourself. It's about what affirms the self, and it's
Yeah.
about what
What does that
validates
mean?
Chad is
the
asking how
self.
you
It's
affirm
not.
someone.
It's gone from right. It's gone from, well, how do you perform to how are you affirmed every time. So
Yeah.
it's like these super
You,
feminist
by the way,
movies
you affirm
and
someone by looking them in the eye and saying like, "You are heard," or something like that.
yeah, that's it. It's
Yeah.
literally nothing. It's just, oh yeah, you're heard. It's just an emotional validation thing. But it makes me think of, so what's the difference between movies like Pig, not Pig, like Babe. Pig.
Pig is a
No,
movie. Pig is a
Human
movie.
That's
calls
a
them pigs.
Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Nicolas
it's
Cage
Nicolas
movie.
Cage with the truffle pig.
Let's
one.
watch
Yeah,
that one. And
I
oh,
want
you've
to
seen
watch
it?
that one too. No, I want to watch
was
it. I
hard
heard
to
it's
watch.
good. I
Yeah.
want to watch it. But yeah, between Babe and all these other older movies that put merit first, and even the comparison between old Star Wars and new Star Wars. So old Star Wars followed the idea of you have to earn your merit, and even if you have some latent potential, you have to sacrifice and you have to suffer and be wrong first and fall before you can succeed, and you have to learn a lesson before you can succeed. And the new ones, it's more of a, you always had this potential in you and the world misunderstood you. It's like these new feministy movies and these new girl boss action girl movies where you were just misunderstood and you always had the potential, but the world just had to see it. It's like Captain Marvel, and it's the complete inversion of what came before. So I don't think it's a natural misunderstanding. I think it's been softly pushed, probably by collective consciousness instead of some conspiracy, but it's very much on purpose.
Yeah.
So I think they're just retarded. You think there's malice.
Yes, I think there's actual malice, because maybe I'm wrong, but I am pissed off enough that I think there's malice, because I think it's horrible, and it's just
case by case basis, I think.
it's horrible.
I
Yeah,
think
maybe it's case by case.
like Pear's example, that girl was just probably brainwashed and unbeknownst to her, but
Yeah, I'd vote retarded on her.
Yeah. Well,
I
because
wasn't gonna
it's
say
weird
it, but-
because her first iteration of the story wasn't bad, but she like clicked in and was like checking herself to make it bad. So that was weird.
No, I've seen it before though. So this stuff pisses me off so much, because I think when it comes to, I don't think anyone has like a or most people don't have a super well thought out philosophical reason for doing it. But I think it's just become, this is a cool thing to do, and this is a cool things to add in your story subconsciously. So people who want to succeed and who are trying to follow the new trend in storytelling, they do that. And I've seen exactly what you said happen to people that I work with, that I went to college with, people who genuinely had talent, and then they ruin what they're doing because they're trying to follow these trends. And that pisses me off, because I feel like we have a generation of creatives that wasted their talent because they're chasing activism and they're chasing all these bad storytelling trends that are just a passing fad. It doesn't actually speak to timeless universal truths like what we've seen in stories like Lord of the Rings, or in Babe, and in basically any good movie before 2000.
Yeah. Real quick, we can talk more about this, but I'm going to show you guys. So this is one I accidentally opened early. I got two from I think are from Alex. Yeah.
Presents.
So this is the one I already opened, and I'll show you guys what it is. You can have a similar experience. Like,
Is
I
it
pull it
pop-up
out.
card?
This says
Does it pop up?
on it, Road Warrior 12 plus film cells. And
What?
they're in the baggie are these little film cells of the movie Road Warrior.
That's crazy.
Which is like my favorite movie. And then it says, "Thank you for shopping with Movie Film Cell. We sincerely hope that you blah blah blah." So thank you, Alex. And I messaged Alex, yeah, extremely thoughtful gift. But what I told him was, this kind of puts me down a rabbit hole of like collecting things I didn't even know existed. Like,
yeah,
I definitely want more. I'm going to look into more of these now,
that is
which
really
is fun.
cool.
Yeah. So pretty amazing, fun stuff. Good gift. So thank you. And then while I'm still at me up, I'll do this. So this is the other one, which I haven't peeked. I've opened it, but I haven't peeked. So I don't even know what it is.
Looks like art.
Yeah. So it looks like some kind of art. So yeah, there's cardboard.
Ooh, you got art too.
It's encased in some kind of plastic substance.
What if Art T. Bear was in there?
Alex, which one of mine did you want me to open first? I forgot.
Oh, he's ripping the.
It's you got to be gentle with the openings.
Petrol.
You should open it by stabbing a knife directly through the middle of it.
Petroleum film.
Okay,
let
me see. Oh, no way.
Cardboard.
Check it out.
Ah!
So this is my favorite movie. Road Warrior is my second favorite movie of all time. This is my favorite. But it's signed by someone. It's signed by Ken.
Romero?
Signed by Alex.
No. Yeah, so I'll see who it's signed by. It's signed by Ken. Ken Foree. So he is an actor. He's one of the actors. Shit. I got to find out who he is. He's one of the lead actors. Is he the white guy or the black guy? They're both badass.
It's probably
white guy dies.
White guy.
So yeah, Ken kind of sounds white, I think, but I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Alex, thank you. This is amazing. I'm gonna find a way to put this.
Yeah,
like right here.
Yeah, but like nicely. Is it in a plastic thing?
Yeah, it's in a little hard encasing. I'll keep it in that. I'll find a way. I guess I can tape it. I'll just tape it because it has plastic.
Have you considered this novel invention called
glue.
A frame?
No, cold glue.
Have you considered a frame? Frames
wheat
are
paste. All wheat paste.
Frames are like $20 on Amazon. I'm sure you can afford.
Just lick the back of it and put
Somebody buy Pear some frames.
Maromi's saying it's the black guy. The black guy is amazing. There's a line in this movie where they go, it might be the extended edition, but as they're flying off, they're trying to get to know each other in the helicopter. And he's like, what is he? He's like, got any family? And the black guy, he's a cop. He's like, 2. And he's like, oh yeah? He's like, 1 is a ball player. The other is in prison. And it's good. It's social commentary. It's the path of what
that's literally the scene that Alex just dropped the link to in the chat.
Oh, really? Sweet. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to take myself off.
You know, Alex, if you want to buy me anything cool, there's a website called Cellbase where you can buy original animation cells for of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow.
Alex, I put it up there. It's right there, Alex, next to my mask figure. It's Wolfwood.
I also got art from Alex. I do not have it up yet, but I will in the future.
Alex
Thank
told
you.
me to open this one first. So I will open it first. What's funny is, so it's in this thing, it's in the box, and all he did was like fold the little flaps shut and put one bit of tape. So this is easily could just depregnate. Real word.
I don't think it is.
Totally real
Finally.
word.
Alex, this said it was almost on the outside. I thought it
The
was
Simpsons animation cell.
Yeah, it's Scratchy's arm.
Ew.
It looks like a cup.
It looks like a shot glass.
Why don't you
or
show us what
something.
you got?
I will. Hold on. I wanted to
My
see if it said
goodness.
them.
Smash it. Throw it at the wall right now.
Right, here we go. And I think this is related to something we talked about on the show. Well, Smiling Friends for sure. So this is a Smiling Friends. This is the boss from
Disgusting.
Smiling Friends, and it says, "Go out there and make someone smile." That's the quote. But remember when we talked about freezable mugs?
No,
Mhm.
I swear
What does
this
that
is like
mean?
the thick frosted glass where
that's what it looks like.
you're supposed to be able to freeze.
When did
this.
we talk about? Wait, you
Yeah, I think
can't
we ever
freeze
talked about
normal
that.
mugs?
I mean, they'd probably crack and break.
Yeah,
This is probably
Sure,
like,
yeah.
but there are special ones you freeze.
So
Okay.
there's the one I was talking about was where it's plastic and it has a gap between it and water inside, and it freezes the water to become literal ice.
The Duff one, my brother had it when we were kids.
Yes,
He
the
has that.
Simpsons freezable Duff.
Yeah.
But Alex, maybe it's just
I think it's just frosted glass.
yeah, it's just
Maybe.
it's just making
You
me
never
think
know.
of Frost because it's frosted. Thank you, Alex. I now have Smiling Friends bootleg. I love bootleg shit.
Yeah, I think you were talking about that freezable mug with the other stream that you hang out with, without letting us know. Camel knows. He says Jake's been moonlighting on another stream,
Moonlighting? What have you been
Yeah.
doing?
secretly
Full moon,
working.
Hmm.
My own stream?
Thought it was a good joke, Camel. Nah, he's just joking.
Did Camel talk about freezable mugs on his stream?
No.
Look at this. Now this is the custom. Look.
Oh my gosh, that's great!
You got a little
Adorable.
Oh, sweet.
it's
Yeah.
a button,
Aw.
it's a button down shirt. Let's see if it fits.
No.
You already have a
It's like-
shirt on, though.
How
It's not going to fit over the other
cute.
shirt.
With enough
Alex knows you too well.
I'm surprised you don't have 50 hedgehog print button-up shirts already.
All over print, yeah.
It looks a little bit kids entertainer if you wear a hedgehog.
Is the kids entertainer? Is that another word for?
Yes.
No!
No, not this shirt. I'm saying if you custom design your own button downs and they were full of cute hedgehogs, it's like okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I would assume you work at like a hospital or something. Like you'd push wheelchairs.
Awesome. Look at
I
this.
thought you were going to
Thank
say
Alex.
you'd assume he was one of the patients.
Yeah.
The
I like the strawberry.
special short bus.
Oh, look, that one has a hat on. I
He's
like the
got a
one
little
with the hat on.
apple.
Oh, that's
roller derby?
adorable.
Yeah,
He's got a little
Alex, you
hat.
know all of us way too well.
I like the hat.
It's
Thank you,
terrifying.
Alex. It's wonderful. I'll wear it properly next week. It's not currently
Very
being.
fitting.
I might
Fits you
have
very well.
It might have to be an overshirt, or I might have to go to the gym.
Alex said that turned out great. Did you get that custom printed or did you order that?
I assume custom printed, and I think
That's
he probably
cool.
got it. The
Is that a
largest.
like a
possible-
printful shirt? Because that would be really cool.
Not bad.
Printful's
Alex,
awesome.
was this the largest possible size? Thank you. I'm gonna drink out of my mug.
I do have an update for you guys.
Oh yeah, what is the timer for us talking about our projects?
this happened. I posted this, but I'm an update. Pair, if you share this, I printed the sunglasses for Vash and painted them, and now it's complete. My little Vash
Ew.
statue.
Cool.
And he's got
Very
his
nice.
cat over here, and his cat's eyes glow in the dark. So everybody that was concerned,
Leather turned out really nice. Like how that
yeah, I'm
looks.
super happy with it. It's super cool. And then I'm getting a wolfwood made right now to go next to him. So
Cool.
Looks
Yeah.
great.
Camel said Alex got this shirt from the parachute store and sewed two together.
Ah,
and
I
this
wish
guy's
that-
not streaming every week. Waste of talent. Comedy gold.
Alex, I need one last gift from you as the meme for the week when you're ready.
Do we have a timer to talk about our projects or not?
Yeah, we can do that. Let me see.
In the meantime,
here we go.
Oh, that's not a real word, Phil.
You broke a
Ah!
cardinal
Oh,
rule of the English language. How dare you?
Sunday I went to Starbucks, and then I went through the drive-through. The guy working there asked me if I knew who Lupin the Third was.
And then you say
Why?
153 episodes, 20 films.
No. I said yes, and he said, "You look like him." I said, "Oh, okay."
Oh, here we go. One of Phil's. Phil only likes the stories where someone is like, you know, this cool character, you kind of look like him a little bit.
Yeah, I never seen Lupin. Yeah, exactly. That's what Wolfler was saying. We only care about being cool and validation. Oh, affirmations.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pay off like a Chicago area Starbucks guy to be like, if you see Phil, you have to tell him, have you seen Space Dandy? Space Dandy
Oh
looks
yes,
just like
that's the
you."
next one I gotta watch.
No, we need to hire people to tell Phil, like, hey, you know that old king Henry VIII?
You know what?
Yeah, you kind of look like him. Like,
That's a little too unbelievable. Who knows? Okay, clock is
okay,
running.
okay. The adventure, guys. You know that Connell is finished and it could totally be fulfilled, but I'm waiting on things. This week I did the stickers for the Throb Squad Elite and the Twin Snakes Elite. You will not see them because one of them is kind of spoilery and one of them is like, why show it on its own? I remembered those stickers. I remembered you were supposed to get those stickers. So I made them and I sent them. They're beautiful holographic stickers. One of them's huge, one of them's smaller. You know how it is. Trading cards, almost done. Sketchy Starts book, that is off to the printers. I took my time on everything because I've been waiting for the damn standees. These motherfuckers. Right. So I emailed the day before yesterday, and I'm like, can I have this proof? I've been waiting on a proof. I'm like, can I have this proof? It's getting kind of urgent. It's been 2 months. And they're like, we already sent it to you, but it looks like it didn't go through. And then they sent me this. And I was
Sounds like bullshit.
sounds a little bit deceptive bullshit. But at the same time, they had it right there. So what? They just did it in 2 seconds and sent it? I don't know about that.
Yes.
Is this the one that you did for them?
No. This is the one they sent me back, right? And as you can see, there's quite a significant mistake was made on the feet of the seedling queen. Like, look
Are
at
these
this.
people retarded?
Like, okay, so this seedling queen is supposed to stand on this base and just have 2 feet that plug in. Do you notice something about the feet? Do you notice?
Why can't they just use? Why are they so fucking stupid? This is really dumb.
Do you notice how one of them is pointing in one direction and the other one's pointing? So I had to do this drawer over and say, no, they both have to actually point down so they can actually go into the base and stand up.
How are these professional standee making people? What?
At least they didn't resize anything. In fact, they made stuff a little bit bigger overall. So like, I have sent this in this morning. Hopefully the next proof I get back from these guys will correct this and I'll be able to say thumbs up, please now produce them, and then I can actually start fulfilling these dang books.
Cool.
Here's to hoping.
Then I'm gonna take a break and learn Blender.
Sounds
are you
like you need
blending?
a break from idiocy and
Wanna learn-
retards.
Wanna learn Blender. But
Blender.
oh, I have been working on the secret projects in the background. Like I've been working on a second side story, trying to write that. I've been developing a. I'm not gonna say anything about it because it's so long away. But yeah, I'm now working on getting the next campaign, which is the first side story, Connell the Barbarian, Bad Dragon, which will be launching in March, I think.
Cool.
Nice.
January, February, March. Maybe I should do it on the 14th of February because that'll be Valentine's Day. But maybe everyone else is launching booby books then because it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Might as well. Do it.
Valent.
Sign up at carnalcomic.com.
Get it. Stay excited for your books. Do not lose excitement.
I'm ready.
Are you yeah. Are you feeling the post first book production burnout of, man, I'm so done with this?
Seasonal depression at the same time.
Sounds rough.
Is it seasonal?
It's seasonal.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Because of England.
All right.
Because England exists.
Anyone else want to take 5 minutes for some talkie talk?
Sure.
All right,
Suppose I
I'm
will.
resetting. You got 5 minutes, Irene.
Oh my god, I don't even have my fucking website
We're
pulled up.
still
Why did I
making his
say
own
yes?
fake timer to trick Pear into thinking
All right.
there's only 2 minutes
You got
left.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Phil, I hate you.
Oh, wait.
Yes, Fiendish, everybody. Behold, the campaign for chapter 3, the live funding period is over, but you can still back both the Indiegogo and the Kickstarter. So behold, you could indeed, here's the Indiegogo, you can still back chapter 3 on Indiegogo. You can also do so on Kickstarter, and I will keep these up until I start fulfilling. But yes, this is what I've been working on for the past few months, past year, honestly. So if you like dark fantasy, adventure, demon hunting, and a new take on fantasy storytelling, long form fantasy comics that you don't see a lot in American stories, in American comics, but I am taking a bit of a risk. I'm going all in because I want to create a long form fantasy comic, and that's what Fiendish is. So if you enjoy stuff like Berserk and Lord of the Rings, then this is for you. Go check this out. It's also available on Global Comics. I wanted to show everybody the pages I've been working on. I kind of pulled them up earlier, but since I have promo time right now, I will do so currently and give everybody a closer look. So if I can be full screen, there you go, perfect. So now you can get a full screen view of the pages I've been working on. I posted a partial snapshot of this earlier. These are chapter 3 pages. This is the first demon fight. I'm basically working my way through the first demon fight. There's an earlier section of demon fight that's just with E-Skull. Then there's a second part of the demon fight that's without E-Skull. I don't think I'm spoiling too much. You'll have to read it to figure out the details. But anyways, here's the finished page that I posted partially earlier. And everything looks like it's floating because I do my panel borders digitally. But then there's also this page here that I finished in like a day. So that's good. I feel like I'm getting into the flow of things. And I'm trying to hit about 1 page inked a day. And I'm trying to pencil, when I'm penciling pages, pencil a page every half a day. So that's the pace, unless I have like other commitments. When I'm hunkering down and just working, I'm trying to do like a page a day, more or less. And here is the page I'm currently working on, still in the demon fight. But yeah, there you go. 70-page book. I've got like 30 odd pages to work through, but I plan on just sitting right here and doing nothing but draw for 5 months. I'll keep you all updated. Subscribe to the fiendishcomic.com email list or follow the Indiegogo and Kickstarter for updates. I'll keep you all posted. We're gonna
Cool.
grind out this book. It's gonna be awesome. Stay tuned.
You still have 100 seconds to spare.
I do. Holy
unheard of.
shit! This is the most timely I've been. I will use my time to pour some wine and be more alcoholic. There you go.
Talk
Happy
more
New
about
Year.
Babe.
Double it and pass
Babe
it
is
on.
awesome. Good
Talk-
values. More kids' movies should be made like that. Modern American movies are shit. Watch old movies. Babe is great. Cheers.
Alex
Cheers.
says Happy New Year's meme is going up. So I'm
Yeah,
keeping
there's
my
some
eye out.
good imagery going on in these memes that I definitely haven't looked at yet.
Where are they?
Ooh.
How did you get a sneak peek?
TC
They're up,
says
they're
this
up.
demon is very flower-like.
No, they
yeah,
They're up.
I did
refresh,
kind of
they're up.
take
Where?
On Alex's tweetar.
some
We should also
advantage.
say what we want to accomplish in 2026. What's our resolution? So,
Be
Go
more
ahead.
sarcastic.
That requires thinking. I'm too drunk for
be
thinking.
more sarcastic.
Go to the
Yeah.
gym twice a day. Not twice a day.
Where's a day?
Every other day. Get 2 books
day.
out. 2 books finished this year. Or at least 2 campaigns out and 1 book delivered this year. A new book. And also all the new animation and stuff and logos and stuff. Panel breakers.
Noise.
You know, I wanted to launch a main comic book towards the end of the year and a side book at the start. But I know I also want to do Panel Breakers comic. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
Heroes is coming up, so we gotta.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What we got? So it's a lot of mascots. Or yeah, take it all in. There's Scruff McGruff. There's Jack in the Box, the King, McDonald's, Loose,
Grimbley's
Wendy's.
Who's-
She never sits there quietly, so you know something's up. Napoleon Pepperoni. I think I said that because Irene was screaming when her
Yeah.
mic wasn't working.
That was early on.
Yes, you are correct.
There's the Noid. There's
Very nice.
Tiger.
Oh, we're
These
all
guys.
these mascots from franchises. That's
Dude,
funny.
Mario and Luigi, but Tommy guns. That's amazing. That should be
Gangsters,
canon.
That's kind of cool. I
That is good.
kind of dig that.
Okay, this is Jake, I think.
the true clown.
Holy
It's JD.
shit.
It's JD Vance, Ronald McDonald. Jake.
That's like Ronald McDonald and the JD
That's
Vance
hilarious.
meme, and that one time you cosplayed as me or whatever.
Yeah.
You had like
That was
Asian
the most
face
cursed
on.
thing of all time.
It was very terrifying. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
mashed into one.
Yeah, it was like a Japanese demon.
It was
yeah.
terrifying. You guys should look back and go.
A
Look that up.
demon man. You just want to make a world with characters. You just go around and stuff happens. It's like Avoid the Noid, but for the peanut guy. The mascot is called Sackboy. Every single thing you said about him is sexual.
No.
With that, you're saying all that with this face too.
Hello. Would you like one of my burgers?
Terrifying.
Irene's redhead Wendy's.
I am. Yeah, that's uncanny because it kind of looks like me, but kind of doesn't. What does the Wendy's mascot have a voice? Does she
I
have
don't
like a
think
voice I
so.
should do? No.
No.
Just do your least annoying voice.
Yeah, do your drunk
I
good
listen-
actress voice.
I listen to the Phantom of the Opera song on repeat. It's perfect because I'm starting to feel the wine buzz. In Japan, everything has a mascot. There's a hierarchy. Have you not heard of memification? It's brainwashing.
Cool. You only killed your mic twice during that.
Did I? Should I do it again and torture everybody again?
Is memification
No.
brainwashing?
that was a good one.
Memification is brainwashing. There you go.
It's brainwashing. All right, Phil.
You could scroll when it's in there.
No, he's got to hit it.
Right?
He's gotta
You don't
hit
have to
it,
keep-
get it right.
I hate when I get bullied so much that I have to look after a dog. He's the mascot for beef jerky. Everyone that eats Frosted Flakes is now a zombie. It sounds demonic. You told me you went to get coffee, Jake. He cheats.
Oh
Know what you do when you
Nice.
get coffee?
Little loose right
Amazing.
here.
Scroll up.
Okay,
Oh,
here's me. I'm the
oh
king.
my god. Oh, he's the king.
Oh yeah, this is good.
And there's the actual AI trying to do like
Burger
the
King.
logo or whatever.
Just
That's
a
cool.
blob.
Freddy's
Yeah.
characters.
A lot of stuff is meta, and I'm here for it. There's meta like Roger Rabbit. He's an actor that can wear multiple hats. You got to surround him with rambunctious characters. Why are there mushrooms everywhere? Did you get abducted by aliens? Nice.
Very
I'm the
nice.
Mad King. Sweet. Okay,
Awesome.
there is some bonus memes too. Let me show.
Well done. Well
The
done.
bonus memes.
Bonuses are my favorite part.
Does Jack in the Box have a character?
Yeah, he has a little
mascot?
ice cream cone clown guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They
didn't
don't
even
use them
know.
anymore though, really.
Oh, I did not know that.
Look at all of us. Pretty photorealistic, except for me.
Dude,
No,
Napoleon
okay,
Oh,
all
you
of
look
us,
a little-
awesome.
You look
all
a
of
little
us
bit
look
like-
like some Hollywood. If Hollywood could get a hold of us and do all its plastic surgery on us, this is what we would look like.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Irene's got a little AI eye thing, maybe, but other than
It
that,
looks nothing like
AI.
looking
me.
good.
Look at Napoleon. He's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
architect buddy
awesome.
Javi taught me that about clubbing years ago. Vigapolian the Carpathian. Yeah, Snowden. No, You guys know? I think it's Snowden in on Twitter said that just a random thread, and it was a good quote.
John Snowden.
My architect buddy Javi taught me that about clubbing years ago.
Yeah, you know Caleb Reynolds in the chat. Sometimes that's who it's made you look like.
Yeah, a little bit of Caleb Reynolds.
Well, Caleb.
Yeah. Phil.
Oh,
and
look at
Jake look
this!
like
Hey,
themselves
look at
most.
Shenmue
Look at that. How
on the
they
on the moon.
perfect.
Aww. This is like a Lisa Frank
Jake looks
painting of
great.
us.
Yeah,
How cute.
That's
Irene looks
amazing.
cursed as this design always does, which is
As
good.
usual.
Is-
That's
oh,
par for
yeah.
the course.
Is Pat and Irene like just copy pasted and me and Phil had generated, or did it like regenerate an original? Because I would not have created that tangent. between
Yeah, it
Buzz,
looks like
Eraser,
my
and-
character is just from the art, right?
Yeah, zoom in, see if we can see pixel differences.
I don't remember you ever drawing Drake Bristle in that pose. That doesn't
No,
look
no,
like
no.
the way you
It's
draw it.
just you and. Yeah, zoom in. No, look, yeah, it's just AI remade you guys. That's not how I
Oh,
do it.
interesting.
Look at those
Okay.
soulless eyes on Pat. Yeah, I would not have painted. I'm bad at tangents, but I would not have done that tangent.
That's
on
really
I don't
funny.
see what tangent you're talking about. What tangent?
the pencil eraser and the notepad corners,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
also
love that.
the line of the fin going into where the eraser meets the metal bit on the pencil. Look,
Oh, right there,
yeah, no, top side,
right there,
no, on the pencil,
right there.
no, to the left.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my god.
Yeah. No, that looks great. I like tangents.
This is making me nostalgic for those Lisa Frank folders that we all had, or at least all the girls I knew had in like middle school. It was good shit. Let's go back to that.
Shenmue and the moon is pretty great.
I don't get that.
Right
reference.
next to Irene being super. I think the AI made her extra effed up. Maybe.
It's Shenmue. It's Shenmue.
Yeah. Okay. It's 3:03, so pretty good, well timed. I run a tight ship around here. Pretty good. I think it might
Well done.
get us out. We can do a little round of promo if you guys want, but I'm talking not even 5 minutes each. I'm talking.
I already did it.
Yeah. Maybe we already did it. That's even better. We just fucking get out of here.
Hit like, subscribe to Pear's channel. Also, everybody go check out the Creative Block YouTube channel. It's still called the Creative Block. Somebody asked me about a name change on my stream
Channel
before the
breakers.
show. It hasn't. I've stated my opinion. It
Bill
hasn't been
conceded.
decided yet.
Bill conceded.
For now, before there's been an official vote, it is still a Creative Block. So go check out the Creative Block YouTube channel. Go subscribe to it. Not the one that's all teal with the other guys, the ones that's actually us. Anyways, we have the same name as the other show. So subscribe to that. Go like all of our, or go subscribe to all of our channels as well. I'm Rainy Draws. Jake is Hyper Wizard. Phil Diaz is Zaid Comics, Zaid Bros. Pear is Narwhal Comics. And we'll see you next week on whose channel?
Probably,
know.
probably mine.
Maybe it's if nobody's answering, then it's
Uh-oh.
probably either
Yeah.
you or Phil. It's certainly not me.
I'll do a presentation on mascots.
It'll be a
Yeah,
disaster.
do the one that you wanted this one to be that you were so disappointed.
No, this was great. This was great. I just
No,
wish
I did enjoy it. I think it sparked a discussion. As contentious as it was, it sparked a discussion. So it was a really good presentation. Well done.
Yeah.
because all of the stuff that you talked about is literally like the best stuff to do from my point of view. Like I'm excited for you doing a comic that is like what you would call a mascot comic, because it's just going to be like super boiled down, super appealing. It's going to be awesome. It's almost like you're yeah. By the way, the Creative Block comics that we're doing, they're totally mascot comics, because it's we have the mascots for the show, and then we're trying to give it a story.
Yeah, it definitely kind of scratches that itch for show. Cool. All right, I'm going to click the button. Everyone, see you guys next week.